Howdy, howdy. Welcome, everyone. We're back again today with game number 6 in our SCPT Root Patreon tournament, officially sponsored by LeaderGames.com. If you want to be a part of supporting their support of us and the community and future tournaments and everything, if you go to LeaderGames.com/SCPT and buy any of their amazing products, it helps support kind of the whole scene of what's going on here today. I want to first say hello to Hunter, my co-host. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Mrs. Doubtfire has joined us today. I also want to introduce you to your 4 players. First up, we have a Rehab. Hey, Rehab, how's it going?
It's going pretty well.
Good to have you. We also have Leon. Leon, what's up?
Good.
And then we also have Craiken.
Hey, hey.
And finally, we have SteeliestFlea or JDV. We will probably be referring to them as SteeliestFlea today because that's their name in TTS. How's it going?
Hey, y'all doing well?
Good deal. So Hunter and I are going to jump into our commentary desk. I'm going to hit the start button on this draft tool, and you all get to play your own little game of Root. We'll see you on the other side.
All right. Let me know how. Vagabond.
Vagabond is in the mix.
Let's get dirty. Actually, this is all too legit to quit factions.
Yeah, Cats, Duchy, Vagabond, Riverfolk, and Woodland Alliance. No predictions on what will get left out here. Autumn map is picked again.
I just didn't
2 in
feel
a row
enough to go for a different map.
Exiles and Partisans. So same baseline.
Same build.
Did it give us an order already?
Yeah.
The draft order is over by where that draft tool was. So
you can see the 4 little tokens: Rehab, Craiken, Leon, and Flea.
Everybody, let me know how audio's doing. I switched my audio setup, and hopefully it is improved in some ways. But I would love feedback. Daddy loves feedback.
Not audio feedback, but feedback on the audio.
Yes, not actual. There we go. Okay, Vagabond pick.
Oh boy. Ooh, some weird.
How much you want to bet it's going to be the Tinker again?
Tinker or Harrier, right? Those are the 2, basically. A reminder not to do any other setup until all 4 factions have been selected, so you don't have to pick you don't pick your Vagabond yet. Rehab.
Okay, so it just gave me a hand of cards.
Yep. So you have more than 3 cards. You will, but by the end of setup, you will discard down to 3 of those cards, but you can use seeing what cards you have access to help inform your decision of faction. You will click the faction below in the little tool that says Marquise de Cat, Underground Duchy, Riverfolk.
Okay, and that was Rehab just picked the Vagabond, I believe. I think I saw him do that. Okay.
Always love a game with Craiken because I feel a kindred spirit with him now. Of our kids are both in the background screaming and
that's
stuff.
True. That's
Craiken famously in a Twilight Imperium tournament. His kids in the semifinals, his kids were screaming because he was about to win the game or had an opportunity to win the game, and he had told his children, and they started screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, go, Dad, Dad's gonna win." And some other player heard that and goes, "Oh wait, I need to look at what Craiken's doing and make sure I see what victory." And they were able to stop Craiken and win themselves.
All right, so oh wow, no Duchy. All right, I'm gonna.
Ooh, Duchy. Ooh, wow. So Cat's the only true force on the map, with Otters kind of as a secondary.
I can switch to a proper chair now.
All right. I believe Cats you can set up.
Getting my cameras loaded.
All right. Scoreboard should be updated.
Sorry, is there a setup card here? I usually just
if you alt shift on your player board, it'll tell you the setup. So first you need to pick a corner for your keep. Then you will place cats in every clearing except for the opposite clearing diagonally.
Do I pick a vagabond before I put out the quest?
You will pick vagabond after cats finish setting up. And when do we deal quests? Are quests dealt before you pick vagabond? Now I forget.
I don't know. What does it say on the back of their faction sheet?
Well, he doesn't have the faction sheet up yet because the thing's not there. So let me do channel. Let us know fast.
I could also just go pick it up.
Yeah, that's clearly a neglected aspect of setup just because nobody cares about quests most of the time. However, there is a recent tournament game that you will be able to check out or can check out right now. You could just stop watching this one and go watch it now, where quests were a big factor. Yeah, Woodland Alliance not performing super great in the tournament thus far. Still, I think one of the best factions in the game and one of my favorites to play. But and Autumn, definitely a good map for Woodland.
You select character before the quest deck is shuffled and revealed.
Awesome. Okay. So we've got cats are set up. Woodland Alliance, I guess, is set up for however much setup they do. What we get?
Watch out. It looks like you just put both those buildings on top of the ruins.
Okay, so Thief is the pick for Vagabond. So, not Tinker.
At which point, it's my turn to set up, and my setup is just me getting 3 supporters, right?
That's correct. Yeah, you just draw 3 from your deck and throw them in supporters. What we did go with Thief. Yeah, that's what you're just saying, huh?
Yep. So no more Tinker, which I'm glad. I'm just glad to see another Vagabond.
Yeah, I like Thief. Thief is the unsung hero of base game. You know,
that's it for my setup. I'm good.
I think I like the one that can repair itself a little better, to be honest.
My favorite is the Vagrant. I think the possum is the coolest. And it's my favorite way to play Vagabond, but I'm not saying I don't think it's the best or anything.
I think in future tournaments you might see I really think the way it should work is you select Vagabond and then there's
deck. That was shuffled. I watched them shuffle it and they still got 3 mouse draws off the top.
I've got some pretty juicy cards. So I'll send my service to 3, 2, and 2. Please all feel free to have a look. There's some there's some juicy items to craft. Sorry about that. It's like 6:30 in the morning here.
No worries.
Ooh, yikes.
Anyway.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull your cards out of your hand too now up here on this little board for you.
Well, he still needs to discard one, so
that would.
No, I'm sorry. Yep, I'm getting it. Hunter's correcting me.
Yeah.
You need to we'll remove one and then put the others there. That should be the end of setup though, so everyone can put your extra cards in the deck face down.
That's handy so everybody can see them.
So Craiken, you will pick 2 cards to get rid of.
I want to say thank you to Foxmitten for giving me some very specific audio feedback. That is exactly what I'm looking for.
What did they say?
He said autoplayer was too loud, so I could turn him down. It is almost impossible to. People regularly criticize the audio of this without realizing like what kind of crazy
control we
mumbo jumbo this is, like, and how little of it we have control over. But
that is a thing we do have control over. Okay, so setup is complete, which means we get to start the action off with Flea.
Cool. And maybe this is just me. I can't see the Vagabond's character card.
Hang on, let me.
Oh, now I see it. Cool.
All right, where's that Woodland Alliance going to start?
There's always these little shufflings that have to happen. Just these slight little.
Time to spread sympathy. Let's go.
Don't forget you can buy something.
I don't think I'm going to be buying anything from you this game. I honestly haven't played with Riverfolk before, but I'm under the impression that the Woodland Alliance cannot afford any of your stuff.
Yeah, I realize you don't really have the warriors to buy much.
But I know you got to make that pitch. All right, so I'm gonna start my turn. I'm gonna spread sympathy.
My audio has been muffled recently when Hunter is the stream host.
Yeah, your audio
I
doesn't
don't know
come
what
in
the deal is.
too good for me.
It doesn't make sense why it's coming to you muffled.
You're on your own slider and you are turned up to a solid volume. You're just like it's just like a weird
point for that.
Like I don't know. It's an internet thing, I think.
And then another fox card. Spread one more time.
I think I just need to like alter my.
And I get another point for that.
Solid start. Maybe would have liked to have seen Woodland Alliance go the other way and get more directly into Cat's way.
Lizards, so I can just discard these.
But not bad. Nothing egregious there.
Daylight. I don't love it, but I think I'm just going to mobilize my whole hand. Yeah, maybe just these two.
Already feel a lot of confidence in JDV. Now this is biased because JDV was 20 minutes early and ready to go and very responsive, so I already just like Flea here, but I'm also rooting for them. Fancy Zergling, thank you for subscribing.
It is my turn.
Hey Matt, would you be willing to post this on the stream on the
on Twitter?
Okay, everything goes into the funds box.
That is a good hand that he started with.
You know what? I can't resist to brew some tea. The Vagabond will be happy about that. So I'll.
I do already have tea, so just as a random.
You can never have enough tea, surely. I'll spend the 2 to build the trade post. Yeah, one of those. And I'm in a mouse clearing already.
Started in mouse trading with himself. Little insider trading there. This is a great opening. Just add some to the death ball, craft something good, just some strong.
Leaving himself a little weak in the funds department, but ideally
he's gonna make some sales here, I think.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna buy the investments or the swap meet.
And then I'll commit one of my orders to my Shrek to craft some tea.
Wow. Crushing it.
He's crafting tea too, so I mean, Vagabond's gonna come get that. Now it is thief, so what is the thief ability again? How exactly does that work? I forgot.
Take a random card from a player in your clearing.
So it's not stealing items, so he might get aided too on top of that, so that's a good investment.
And that was unfortunately all I can do, so I discard and I set my service cost. You know what, I still have coins in my hand and a swap meet, which are both useful cards, so I'll keep my services at the same price and end my turn.
I agree with that opening.
My God, that was some smooth narration of a turn.
Loved it.
There was one.
What a great group. We're really loving these players.
Okay, I got some wood. Going into daylight, can't craft anything.
Is the Daddy's Gonna Win game, is that on the YouTube or is that?
I'll build a.
It is. I'll figure out. It's a semifinal game from 2018. 19?
How long have we been doing this?
I have that question every time. It's a semifinal game. Hey, I'll find it. I'll find it for Jack. Give me just a minute. Spoiled the ending for you.
Whatever.
Not sure why you'd watch an 8-hour video. You know the ending too, but you can live your own life, I guess.
I'm sure you can find it. Maybe somebody in the chat has marked it. It's such a good moment. Okay, so we've got build recruit thus far. are the actions.
And I will do some marching.
And we're going to end with a march. Yeah, let's not
my favorite style of
outrage.
ass opening, but
it's fine. We don't know for a fact that he started with,
like
with a
this.
bird
Right.
card, so.
Yeah. Cat that knows not to beat me up.
But yeah, could he have overworked? I don't know. There's no point in overworking if you're not going to build it immediately. So.
Okay, so then I'll draw a card.
Vagabond looking at the cards available.
First action, I'm going to slip into. Let's go with this box square. Going to explore.
All right, we got a sword right off the bat, so we've got 2 swords on the Vagabond already.
Wow.
Very good start.
Yeah, and it's funny enough too. One of the first quests is a 2-sword
Yes, mouse
quest card, so could get some just early card draw off of those, and not start
expel
playing fisticuffs just yet.
Okay, and we are. Good call, Matt. That's exactly what he's going for. Well, actually, maybe points, maybe card. What was it?
The point.
No, he's getting the point.
Interesting. I would have done the cards there, but it's whatever. Early card draw, I think, would be quite good, especially with a T already out on the board.
Okay.
Favor.
Again, I'm sorry. I just cannot afford anything you're selling. Just want to go ahead and get into birds.
I love that he's apologizing for a thing that he absolutely shouldn't do.
Yeah.
If you want to buy something, I will basically just early game. I'll just turn everything into trade posts anyway, and just letting you know, so you'll get them back basically. Just letting you know.
That's kind of offer. But I'm still too afraid of that. So I'm just going to go ahead and spread sympathy. Cost me 2 cards. I have 2 bunny cards. And let's go ahead and spread sympathy.
Just following up, I believe it was Knockout Game 2,
which
the 5-player game
more point
that we saw. The play I was describing earlier. That's a TI tournament. Knockout 2019 Knockout Game 2.
Yeah, this is the second time we've talked about this whole idea of Woodland Alliance buying from Riverfolk early. I do not think it's a good idea.
Not going to
for a lot of reasons to the chat that Brian just cited.
And honestly, so far, based on the looks of it, Woodland Alliance doesn't need it. They're having a killer start.
Wonderful opening for Woodland Alliance.
Already on the map. They keep getting stuff into supporters. They're doing just fine.
Just going to draw 1 more card.
Continues to mobilize.
Certainly hope we see a
go for it.
Revolt next turn, but if we don't, then I'll start to get worried.
My light criticism is I really think he should have spread into the bunny clearing with the 2 cats up top.
Up north.
That's
Hey, tough game. Nobody bought anything.
Second game, we're seeing this. Otters are being treated the opposite of how they were last week.
Anyway,
well, everyone listened to our Riverfolk episode, and we've changed the game.
I thought I had some pretty sweet cards for people to buy, but I guess it's up to you guys. Anyway, I'll just go into my funds. I guess I need some more cards. So I draw 1 card.
Let's see what he gets. Informants. Meh. At this point in the game, anyways.
Yeah.
And then I'll draw another card.
Now he's actually got 1 more action. He's left his otter in the trade post spot.
Soup kitchens would be nice for an alliance.
I don't know if you realize that.
I do like those soup kitchens.
And I as I said, I'll repeat it for the whole table. Like early game, I'm just looking to put a couple trade posts down. So early game, you'll get you guys back basically. You know what? I'm just looking to have a fun game. Lower the price of my cards in my hand down to 2.
I think he's only really got one person that's buying right now, and that's Cat. So I wouldn't even lower it, to be honest.
With that,
Right.
Oh, I have another one.
There we go.
Sorry. Oh well. In that case, I can buy another card. See what happens. Thank you for not the whole deck. One card. In that case, I have another card. Now this will obviously be like.
Raise that price.
Nice.
You do not need it to be 2.
Would have liked to craft it myself. Anyway.
Craiken making
everything at 2. Just looking to have a fun game. Sure.
Oh man, I hope you all can read what happened in the chat log
Craiken, I
or
don't
the
think
chat
there's
there.
anything wrong with the coalition.
Cool. Well, we'll keep that open.
Okay, so it
Craiken,
looks like
can I,
Cats is
make
taking a
your
look
keep a
at
little
the
bigger?
wares.
Sure. Yeah, you can make it as big as you want. So I'm looking at the cards. They only cost 2.
I hate to be so critical of people's Riverfolk play, but I really think he should have kept that at 3. And I think Cats didn't need a lot of pushing in order to go after it. But I don't know who else is going to buy
that
from
bird
you.
card alone is worth
Yeah,
3.
assuming you're going to build a workshop somewhere, there's a couple cards you can craft here. So
That's true. I would like to get that. Maybe the mouse card. That seems pretty good.
yeah.
Oh, interesting. That one. League of Extraordinary Mice is, I think, what he's looking at.
Of course, it wouldn't help me if he just kept taking my stuff away, would it? So maybe that won't help.
Coins, baby. Come on. Got to get that coins.
Yeah, but he's not anywhere close to 2 bunny workshops.
He didn't start in the right spot.
Sorry, you were breaking up there a bit, but
Okay, let's take a look at his situation. Oh yeah, he needs.
I was looking at what I could buy from you. I can't craft the investments.
This turn he's going to have to spend getting another sawmill out, which is why I prefer getting the sawmill out round 1.
you can buy 2 cards because we actually do share a trade post over here, and a card like the investments, you know that if you don't get it, at some point the Vagabond will probably craft it himself.
That's true though. And if I'm Vagabond, I maybe try and pick it up right now, actually.
Having the extra card draw
Although,
and the victory points.
It's so hard to get that second hammer.
I guess I'll buy some stuff from you.
He probably would rather have somebody else craft it for him, and then he comes picks it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he is making the purchase. I don't know why he's sending over 4.
He's buying 2 cards.
Can he buy 2 cards?
Yep. That's what they were just talking about. He has a trade post down.
Right. Yes.
Thanks for visiting my establishment.
All right. Okay. And never mind. This I take away all my criticism. This played out good.
Yeah,
Good job.
It's fine. It's probably a little dangerous, but like we saw last round, Cats may be the only purveyor of Otter's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, feeding the Otters isn't really going to overfeed them too bad, and they'll just get the cards they need to make their turns.
Okay, I can't actually craft.
Especially when it's that cheap.
Yeah.
But as we noted, Craiken is kind of a newer player. He even openly admitted it to the table that he's a bit newer. Now, I genuinely could see that being a Craiken meta play, and he's lying to them, but I'm taking his word for it. And in which case, it could be a dangerous, not fully knowing the strength of a bloated Otters.
Some of the sympathy off the map here.
So, no.
Yeah, a little bit. Got to do a little bit. All right. So you're gonna get a card, and I'll hit this mouse one.
Okay. Battle is the first action.
I guess that's defenseless.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, somebody moved this.
I'm not going to play an ambush.
Oh, it was
no. It's fine. It's fine. I just adjusted it now.
But yeah, hand me that mouse supporter.
Let's see. I can give you a bird too, right?
Don't do that.
Yep.
Don't do that. Craiken, no.
I like my first.
Is that open information? Do I need to show it to everybody?
You do not.
Oh, okay.
I think only I see it, unless someone knows the rules better than me. Yeah.
Nothing is preventing you from verbally saying you gave him a bird card.
Yeah, that's legit.
Okay.
Oh boy, Hunter.
I need
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris dropped a playlist for you to watch during your inauguration watch party. Do you want to know what's on their playlist?
No.
There's nothing I want more than the musical suggestions of Joe Biden.
That was actually not.
I already know it's all Fleetwood Mac. You didn't have to.
That was not in my list of demands for his administration.
And I will recruit.
Still have not seen a second sawmill. Very, very slow play on the buildings.
And I think I will actually do a little bit of moving too with a bird card.
Okay. Getting rid of soup kitchens in order to take an extra move. All right, we got our first move there. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's nice. Walls off the sympathy a little
For
bit.
now, although the sympathy can still get in pretty solidly, actually. But
it avoids where he's got all his buildings, basically. He's properly defended his buildings.
All right, it's Vagabond time. VB baby.
Refresh everything. Slip to the red corner.
Slip to the right.
Crisscross.
3 slips this time. Hammer.
Oh, wow. That's pretty handy.
Hammer, baby.
I'm going to do a pretty powerful move.
Did you take that
and he's crafting the other hammer.
Oh, nice. What a combo breaker.
And should have bought those coins. Oh, wait, they were already bought. Right? Yes,
before
that's
his
correct.
last turn, no, but either way.
No, I shouldn't have bought it his first turn. That would have been ridiculous.
That's juicy. What a juicy little combo.
We got a double hammer, thief. Good deal.
Crossbow.
And he's crafting the crossbow. This is getting out
wild.
of control.
Actually, you should not craft this.
Can I do
Right,
that?
yep, shouldn't craft it. Never mind. Not good, actually bad. Just kidding.
Just to make it clear for all the players, we kind of allow a little bit of walking back. You can never walk back beyond a roll. So when random events have taken place and changed the outcome of stuff. But beyond that, your turn is more or less your turn.
Makes sense.
Wait, didn't he have to exhaust one? Yeah, there we go. All right, he's updated it now. All right, what are we doing with the rest of our actions here? What are we doing here, boss?
Nebuchadnezzar in chat. Is he about to have every piece of Exodia?
There's a craft false orders instead.
Yeah, while you're there.
Rehab is coming in here the way you're supposed to. Yeah, especially in the prelims of this tournament. You're supposed to just come in, pick good stuff, and do good stuff, and win.
Play well.
Play well. Pick Vagabond. I guess, actually, if he really wanted to do that, though, he would have picked Tinker. But that would have just been boring.
Rehab, did you get your points for your anvil?
I did not. I guess I will.
I'm not hearing any talk of smacking the Vagabond either yet, which the only reason I'm bringing this up right now is it feels like we're in a territory where we won't have a Vagabond coalition. I feel like
we're
this
having
Vagabond
a battle.
is going to do well enough. Ooh.
Vagabond is fighting. The cat's probably going to try and kill that workshop, right? It's going to take 2 battles to do it, but...
Yeah, that's a bit much.
He's just got too many actions left. Ooh. Oh, and he got ambushed.
Ambush is going to crush that dream. He does need to exhaust. Rehab, I'm going to exhaust your other hammer because you crafted that false orders. Just so you know.
Okay.
Do you exhaust stuff when you damage it as well, or no? I get really confused on that.
3 and 2. So a 2 and 2. So he's got to damage 2 more items. He's hostile with cat.
Let's see. So
Yowza, he's got to go into the. He's dealt with. I was just talking about Vagabond hasn't been hit. He's hitting himself.
I guess I'll ferry him back to the key.
Don't drop.
Oh, maybe he's planning a. Maybe he's running into the woods.
Well, he only needs 1 sword to kill the building, which he should do.
Oh, and he's using false orders right now.
Well, hold on.
No,
wait, what?
Sure, you want to do that?
No. That's
I can
Cat's
just keep ambushing
field hospital.
you, and then I think you'll be in bad shape.
Okay,
Right.
sorry. I saw a false orders in the discard, and I was like, wait,
Won't
what?
get you anything. It'll take a card away from me. I mean, we can do that, but it's not great for either of us.
No reason Vagabond shouldn't hit this building.
Are you committed? I kind of hoping you aren't.
Hit him. Do not understand what's being.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. We're kind of stuck.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
All right. That's
I don't get it. Did he say he hasn't? Was Craiken bluffing another ambush?
Did he draw his
I
card?
don't know if this is the wisest thing.
I do not know what happened there. Oh well.
Again, sorry, I'm not buying any of your cards.
Vagabond, did you draw a card at the end of your turn?
No, I keep forgetting that. Thank you.
Why? I don't understand
But again,
why
if you want
what Craiken threatened.
I'll
Maybe Craiken
turn it into a trade post.
said he has an ambush and said it wouldn't be worth the attack or something.
Not this turn. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 birds to do a Fox Revolt.
Revolt time, baby.
Never have 2 sympathy.
Ooh, and the juicy one too. Yeah, Texas got a Fox base.
Warriors.
Big fan.
And in a good spot. Love it.
I get an officer.
Yeah, and 2 warriors right out the gate. This Woodland Alliance player
I will
is having a game.
Spreading sympathy.
He's having a moment.
Yeah.
During daylight.
And yeah, Vagabond next turn will definitely have to go into the woods.
Go ahead and mobilize again.
Which is only going to keep Woodland Alliance punching harder.
And then evening, I only get 1 military operation, so I'm just going to go ahead and recruit another warrior over here.
Love to see it. Beautiful.
Protect that base.
Delicious. Delicious woodland play. Oh, and a fast turn, too.
Cool.
Yeah, Woodland Alliance and
right.
Otter crushing it in the fast turn department. I'm going to forever think about this decision by Vagabond to not attack that last workshop.
Well, you should probably get over it.
Because what was the thing? When you've got them in the funds box, you're having fun.
That was a little quote, Hunter. He just
What did he
quoted
say?
you.
You know, the
He
more
said if
you
you're
spend,
if you're in the
more
funds
damage
box, you're having fun.
Guessing this was the cat player talking?
This is the cat player. So if you're just going to hold on to them and hoard my guys, I will have to stop purchasing. But if you can see your way into spending them back to me, we can keep this going.
I'm definitely planning on building trade posts. But let me do some card drawing first. Let's see what comes up. Oh, another Leap of Adventure is nice. Let me do 1 more card draw.
What is he trying to draw? Confused.
I don't know.
A bird card.
Opportunity Hunter.
I get a little confused when people card draw first thing.
So that one's spent.
He wants to put down trade posts. I think he's just trying to draw any craftable so he knows what his next... he doesn't want to put a trade post down before he knows
I see.
what to craft.
Nice.
That's a good point. So yeah, might as well craft swap meet now, if that's the best thing that he got.
So he needs to put a rabbit trade post down, and then he can do so.
No, I'm definitely. So I spent 2.
Here you go.
Definitely gonna build something in a bunny clearing. Just checking.
Let's see what his options are.
Cats in a bunny clearing.
Mostly big.
Well, those are both on the water.
Yeah, there's just 2 big cat ones. They're both on the water. Really no difference between the 2.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Would have put him maybe on the closer one to the death ball, but whatever.
More access to rejoining up with the team. I agree.
That's the kind of stuff though that doesn't really matter.
Okay, so I don't want to keep any cats hostage, but are you okay with me keeping these 2 cats for now and then building like a trade post next turn? I mean, I gave you 2 of your cats back here, so...
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer that you just spend them and get them out there.
And the Riverfolk are just in trouble. They're in timeout. People are just like, you give them no room at all.
It's not like...
Did we do this? Did I do that?
At the moment, just like... seeing where else I can score some points.
Right, but if I want to buy like 2 cards from you,
if you want to buy 2 cards, do you have 2 cards in mind now, or?
Yeah, so if I buy a bird card from you, that's just me doing more stuff, and then I could buy, I don't know, basically anything else. So I could certainly see myself doing that, but not if you're holding on to them. You know what I mean?
I get your point. Okay, well, let's build another.
Definitely,
deal maker. I don't know what this is in root, but Craiken's history in TI is also a good deal maker. So I have to trust this at least a little bit.
In the keep a calm place piece.
Any kind of pressure to put.
Is the wording. The placement of there, the vagabond is going to...
Also, at the end of the day, Otto's putting another trade post down is not bad.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a fox.
He's doing a fox. Anything, all you're doing is love it.
More. Ooh.
Bury it up.
So,
give yourself options.
There.
Are we going to see a soup kitchens?
I think you need to rule that area.
Oh, boy.
I rule the area, so he's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So the pieces I spent are from the ruling faction. I mean, it's on my sheet, but
yeah, we're good. They just probably didn't see that 1 cat.
Okay, so I better give myself some victory points.
And then he's gonna craft himself swap meat because if that's so, then I love this turn.
Quickly, of course, when you're just building trade posts. I think I'm just gonna craft one of those leagues of adventurous mice.
League feels good. I think it's fine. He's clearly
his hand's kind of crummy though. I kind of would like a swap meet to cycle out some of the crap.
Swap meet. Well, he can swap meet first, and then there's 2 League of Adventurous Mice. So one of them's making it back to his hand, so he could have crafted that next turn.
Yeah,
and then still fished for items.
I'm not really in a
and got some crafting done.
Anyone?
Yeah, overall though, good turn, solid turn.
Okay, I guess I'll flip this T. For my League of Adventurous Mice, I may move or initiate a battle. Well, I'll obviously do a move, and I'll just I'll move up the river. So
I want to give a shout out to our artist, Sunset. I'm getting direct messages from him, and
that ends my
people need to know how awesome they are.
We have a great artist.
I'll keep everything at 2. So I'm a nice guy.
Our lower right hand corner ad stuff is going to get a lot better in future streams, basically.
Well, I'm in business with you, for better or worse, so I'll buy some cards.
It's mutually beneficial.
Yeah, Woodland Alliance is having a great game. This is just Karma IMO. Woodland Alliance has not had a good day yet, and I'm here for it.
And if you need some help with beating up the Vagabond, I might also be, simple.
Don't need to do it right now. Vagabond's going to the woods, so. Oh, is he though? He's got 2 hammers.
Okay, I'll take these 2.
Wait, I thought he damaged his hammers.
No, he damaged 1 hammer. He has a sword and a hammer left.
3 now?
He damaged the torch instead.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can. I mean, you could technically do 4, I think, because you have 1 action and then we share 3 locations with 3 clearings with trade posts in them. Yeah.
Well, if you
That's a little bit much, Craiken. Come on, bud.
Yeah, I mean, if you're willing
to buy 3 cards off him
to spend my guys, I can keep doing this.
Don't need to let his points engine get going too fast. That's
right.
There, okay. Let's see. You get 6 then.
Oh my god, really? He bought the whole lot? Wow.
Everything but informants.
Okay. Wood.
What's he doing with these cards? Bird cards are the only thing that he can, burn during his turn, you know what I mean?
I guess he's going to craft some of it. We don't know what he's going to build yet, so.
Only got 1 workshop. No, excuse me, 2 workshops, but still.
Alright, can't really craft.
Well, okay, never mind.
We'll
take out that.
Do swap meet.
Theory.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, you should definitely do swap meet. Oh, come on. Oh, you were so close.
We're just both waiting in line there to fix this thing up. There we go. Nice. Now it's proper.
Okay. So now on to the main event here. I'm going to build.
Yeah, I get that sawmill. I likey. Daddy likey.
Should have already had 2 sawmills out.
He should have had that sawmill round 1. He did not need the turn 1 recruit.
I got 2 more.
There was no threat on the board that required him to get more recruiting power. IMO.
IMHO.
I think I need to go.
Which stands for in my heckin' opinion.
I mean, I have no reason to go here, and if you move here, I might have a chance to then go at your keep. I'll be moving this direction.
Okay, well, alright. As long as you're not just playing to hang out and kill my workshop, I guess.
I mean, he can't this next turn. He slips, repairs his hammer, gets his hammer, repairs his torch, searches the mouse clearing, and then he's pretty much done for the turn.
So in that case, I will just march.
Okay, we got a march coming out. It's been build march.
All right.
Not offensive, I guess.
And I better recruit.
Got 1 more action. Yep, we're going to recruit. We're at 3 actions. We got a bird card here. We could take a 4th.
He bought one, didn't he? No, there weren't any bird cards in the.
No, he bought one. He bought boat builders.
Oh, that's right, boat builders. What would he do though? I feel like it's a waste right now. Although he's drawing a card, and he needs to do it because he just needs to burn a card in his hand, or else he's going to draw and lose one anyways. What could you even do? You have 2 bird cards. Overwork and build another sawmill.
Okay.
Oh, wait, overwork is only at 1. Never mind. That gets me every time. I always want overwork to be that I get a bunch of wood, but it's just 1 wood.
I'm really thinking I should do something about this aggressive vagabond.
Just hit the vagabond again. Yeah, that's what I would.
Yeah, if you damage that hammer, you really do. You cost Vagabond.
I believe
do it.
Score one.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay,
That's what I say.
just checking.
Man, the turn ratio right now is slanted towards
Yeah,
Woodland Alliance. I want to
he's
just end the game and give it
he's
to
just
them.
coming for me, so I'm going to spend a bird card to attack the Vagabond.
There we go.
This is a good use of overbuilders. I approve.
Now, let's see what we get.
Ideally, he gets 2 hits here. Oh,
That's not it.
That's rough.
So we got to take a hit. What are we taking?
Probably that's got to be the. If he wants to keep going in this next turn,
All right,
he'll double repair.
Draw card.
Yeah, this means he doesn't have to go into the woods.
All right, let's see. Let's see though. Refresh his items. Do we slip into the woods?
Nope. Yeah, he's going for it. Slip, repair. To repair the hammer. Nope.
Oh.
Cost himself a little bit.
Hammer.
There he goes, yeah.
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
Now used to repair the torch.
Lovely. Now we still don't have a bag, but that could be a bag under there.
Nope. Now he's got to burn an item.
Not
Roll the dice and
what you
lost.
want to see.
Yeah. Sometimes you roll the dice, huh? And sometimes you lose.
What do you lose at this point, I wonder?
Hey, Woodland.
Can't lose the
A boot.
torch, although the torch is about to be
lose a
almost
boot.
useless.
One quick thing, though.
I'm only hostile
Looks
with
like
cats
you
at the
have
moment.
7
I'm about to go into the left side of the
right
map where cats aren't, so I'm
Yeah,
not
gotta
hindered
lose
by a
boots,
single boot at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Can't lose the hammers, can't lose the torch, can't lose swords.
Yeah, but your bag is
Vagabond.
literally in cat's territory. So
Yeah. Well, you can hope to craft another boot, I guess.
Do you
I have no idea what you lose in this situation.
any
I think it's got to be a boot.
sympathy?
Do I need any sympathy? Are you offering to attack a sympathy for me?
I'm offering to get you some sympathy if you are in the need for anything fox related or bird. Would that be helpful this turn, or should I wait?
I think you can wait. I think you can wait, but I appreciate it.
All right, so I'm going to go to the end of my turn. Draw 1 card.
What's it going to be? This is a big moment. Are you right? Is it going to be a boot? Wait, what?
Might just be reorganizing things. We'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, this one get repaired. I drew the cards. Now I gotta discard down to.
Yep.
Okay.
Discards the damaged boot. I think that's what you had to do.
This is risky,
It's
but I maybe would have lost the T and then gone to get the T from. Just replaced my T. That's maybe what I would have done.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Might be foolish, but I'm actually just going to spread sympathy. So I'm going to spend 2 bunny cards.
I don't think that's foolish at all. You don't need the second base right away.
Spread sympathy over here.
Wait,
Especially in that bottom left corner.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
Oh, yeah, he walled him off.
Well, with that in mind, let's go ahead and turn that into a revolt instead.
Don't forget to
Good
pull that
call.
sympathy back.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go ahead and turn that into a revolt instead and drop my bunny base.
I would have saved the
Beautiful.
borders and not
This
revolted
corner.
here. I don't know that you need.
Gets me
No, I like it.
warrior
Yeah?
Yeah,
and
get
one
your-
more office.
A lot of warriors on the map, that's for sure. A lot of woodland warriors.
Card draw is going to be beautiful.
Alright.
I would train
And
here.
then it is time for daylight.
Train yourself an officer and
His engine is about to get off the chain.
maybe train twice. If he's
Let's go
We need to
and
yeah, we need to
craft using
train.
sympathy
what?
to make
That's
a visit
funny.
to friends.
Hey, there's that other boot.
A boot
Just turned up for the vagabond.
That could have been an officer.
Yeah. would have been better. This literally only helps the Vagabond. It gets you a point and helps the Vagabond massively because now on Vagabond's way to that next. Vagabond can slip into the ruin, get the bag,
That's true.
and then come out later.
Mobilize this card to grab a supporter. And then it's evening. I have 2 officers, so let's go ahead and send a warrior over here.
That auto ball is going to move, and those cats aren't going anywhere. I would have rather sent it north.
Yeah, to the cats.
The bunny clearing.
It feels like the Woodland Alliance engine is kind of coming online.
Goodness, I hope so. But I'm not seeing it yet. End of my turn, I draw 3 cards.
Beautiful fast turn. Love the speed.
Fast turn, I still would have rather that.
The Lions are now basically scoring like 4 points a turn, maybe 5. So their engine is definitely online.
That's some wishful thinking. I'd love if that were the case.
You can. It's like 4 officers. You move, turn into sympathy.
That's every other turn. I got to build them too.
That is true.
I mean, you can clear out the sympathy here really easy.
Yeah.
It doesn't even cost you a card at this point.
I'm just going to put my 2 cents in and say I think the cats need to help us with this otter problem we all have.
Do you have an otter problem?
Is there an otter problem right now?
I think there's a small otter problem.
There could be an otter problem eventually.
It's getting
I
there.
don't see a problem.
I'm not saying it's only your job.
Why don't you attack this before you draw cards? Because then if you draw a mouse card, you have to give it to him. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean...
He makes a strong case.
Well, but if I have cards, I might just give him something shitty, and otherwise he might just get a random bird card from the deck.
Well, it's too late now. You drew the card.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess however you want to do it. But please keep shipping cats my way. Would it help if I just cleared out this one over here so you could build another one?
What? That's funny.
Make room for...
It's up to you, really, if you want to attack those trade posts.
No, there are plenty of...
I would like to keep the warrior
rabbit clearings to trade post in.
Can you, move them around on the river, then?
Yeah, and that takes actions, and...
I don't mind you if you use one of my cats to move him. That's okay too.
Yeah. Okay, let's do. Unfortunately, I'm also looking for a couple cards to craft for myself, of course. Evening, yeah, not really, nothing good yet. Okay, well,
Trying to mill a little bit.
Let's start out by spending 2 cats.
Getting that second bunny out there.
I feel like Woodland Alliance is going to run away with this. But I don't know, cats are feeding otters a lot.
Look, and I'm very practical about those trade posts. Like, I understand that sometimes you just want to have that action and get that 1 victory point. So let's see, how do I do this? 2 moves. I'm just gonna buy another card. Well, should I do the battle first?
I really
think
the deck.
You want to battle this at some point.
Yeah.
He can.
No, you got a good point. Okay, I'm battling the sympathy token here.
Don't do the cat's dirty work.
Yeah, he just wants to blow up 4 otters with her.
I can't press the... Do you want to ambush?
That doesn't matter.
I don't have an ambush. You're good.
So, I don't know. I'll just pull it off the board.
Sure.
And
I have to take a card from the deck because I can see your hand, and there are no bird or mouse
take
cards.
a card from the deck.
How's his supporter stand looking?
Cats, if you want to destroy the trade posts, I'll do a move. Along the river, I ignore rules, so that happens. Let's see where. I really just would like to draw more cards.
Let's see if that's actually going to be an issue for
really
cats.
Benefit me at this moment.
They've got 4. Yeah, that's not a huge issue, but I would be a little annoyed.
You cats?
Yeah.
What's going on with my last 2? Oh, you're gonna hold on to them?
I mean, I would like to hold on to them for another turn just to draw more cards, because I'm like, there's nothing I can do with this stuff.
Make them do a fox trade post.
Grab fox partisans. That's a horrible idea.
I know we're stuck. You're not drawing what we want. So I guess go ahead.
The other players who aren't coming to the shop.
They're not incentivized.
Yeah, I would argue they don't really have much of a reason to.
Vagabond has not had the available items yet.
You want to just recruit with that last one?
Recruit with the last one?
Yeah, so he gets it back.
If that helps you, I will.
This little teamwork happening over here. Feels like a Riverfolk Cats coalition versus the inevitable Woodland Alliance Vagabond coalition to me.
If I'm Woodland Alliance, I want to win this game straight up. I don't want.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want some asterisks, and I don't want to have to do another game. I think Woodland Alliance has a great shot of winning the whole thing. So.
Me too.
There. Okay, so here's another one of your cats back.
They just need to get their officer economy up, and then they're good to
go.
I honestly thought that Otter Ball was coming after Woodland Alliance, so I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah.
Now the question is, did
I did is draw a bird dom.
Did I score my points, or didn't I?
Trying to remember.
I destroyed one token. I gave myself that point, and then
I think you started the turn at 7, honestly. So, well, shoot. No, I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah, I think he should be at 9 points.
You have 8 showing on the board, and how many tokens throughout the game have you cleared? Just one?
Only one, I remember.
I think just the one. So I believe you're set.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, then we're all good.
And you haven't scored any dividends yet?
Nobody wants to score any dividends.
All right.
So he's buying bird dominance? Yes.
I still maintain we got an otter problem. I'm just looking at that ball.
We have an otter problem. Anyways, here's 2 funds.
I'm not
No, that's Woodland Alliance saying that.
Sorry, their voices are slightly
about
similar.
this ball. Why should I be worried about this?
The bad thing about the ball is they can do whatever the heck they want with it. It's a strong little army.
But they didn't.
He's got a decent chunk of funds already.
If anything, I think if I'm Woodland Alliance, I'm like...
To me, he's got a pretty powerful engine that you're currently feeding him.
He can eventually start digging just for the...
Well, Woodland Alliance needs them to fight.
And then
if Cats and Otters start fighting each other, it's GG.
Then, just mill the deck, find the craft cards that he wants, and then make them and get like a 12-point swing.
I've been trying to dig very unsuccessfully so far.
That's true. He's been milling a lot and hasn't really gotten rewarded for it.
Posts. So.
Yeah, and we can't stop his craft ability. The only way we can do that is by not buying funds.
There we go, Craiken. Come on. Come on.
So I would definitely wait until you got some cats back before you bought any more funds.
Yeah, I can't keep buying like I have since he's got so many of them on there. But I'm gonna try to give him an opportunity by clearing out some trade posts to give me some cats back. And we'll see what kind of dealer he is, if he's a good actor or not.
Craiken continuing to pay with lots of strings attached.
Yeah.
But
debt meta
still paying. Like, I'm just not really sure why.
Yeah.
Right. And that's costing you an action to gain 1 point, which is easy to do, but you could also be spent building.
It's only giving
you 2 or 3 points.
Riverfolk.
Yeah,
So what is the most
Awful lot of cards too in his hand. I'm not really sure what he's doing with it.
Right.
Hasn't crafted anything except for swap meat.
Let's see. Who's got a bunch of bird cards? Because I want to give a card to somebody and take a random one, and I know it's not the otters.
I don't know why someone would volunteer that information, Craiken.
I guess.
Yeah, you probably want to get a third sawmill up and going before too long.
Yeah, I do.
I will be right back.
Some friendly advice.
I hear that. Okay, I'm going to swap this card with something from the mice over there.
The mice, huh?
You get a card from the mice, and then you give them one back. So you get to pick what. So
that's correct.
If you just want to draw a random card from my hand.
Oh, that was saboteurs. We got to see that. Not really supposed to, but whatever. And then he gives him back something.
Well, you can have that one.
Cool. Good draw.
Okay, so now I gotta do a little bit of thinking.
Oh,
I think I want to march over here.
I mean, I'm planning on exploring here. I need to get a bag. So you're going to have a spot available next turn.
Oh. Oh, yeah?
I've returned.
Well, that's actually pretty good for me then. I'm still gonna go down here. I appreciate you coming up there, though. That's really good news.
all right. So March is our first action.
So that's one move, and then I'm gonna build a workshop. I think. Yeah.
Building a workshop. Got 2 bunny now. That's good.
Which costs all my wood.
I'm feeling like Craiken is just a more sawmill focused builder.
Now I need to.
Like I always do the sawmill first and then do the other buildings.
I think it's time to kill a
like
bunch of trade posts off.
Okay, so we've marched build, so he's only got one more turn unless he wants to spend a bird card.
He definitely has a bird card.
Okay,
got the bird
I'm
dominance.
going to clear out. We'll get rid of this one. No, I'll get rid of this one over here.
I'll take it off.
That's my third action, and now I've got as many as I have bird cards to do.
Okay, spending that saboteurs.
We'll get rid of that one too.
Maybe might have been smarter to keep that, honestly. This is a Riverfolk game.
Yeah.
And then I've got another thing I can do, so I guess I'll do this one down here.
Wow.
You can also save your bird cards for later. Just
well, no. I mean, he can save his bird cards for later, but he does have to discard down to 5 at the end of this turn. So
yeah, he does need to spend them.
Cards every turn.
there will be that moment where you just want to punch the vagabond an extra time, or the woodland alliance is exploding, and
I think Leon's making a good point here, but
so it's not too bad to hold on to at least one bird card in your hand, as long as you're not losing them to a sympathy.
I would have overworked.
I think for now,
and then built with that.
I do draw a card every time. I think
actually, that wouldn't have been enough to fix it. His wood tempo is annoying
that's
me.
What I'm saying. I wish he hasn't been doing sawmill first with these builds. He kind of like gets everything else out and then builds the new sawmill to catch up for the next wave. I mean, I guess kind of fine. I mean, he's keeping everything well defended, but I just think he's about to run into a
now we've gotten around to
building slot problem.
Honestly, I think he should have. That what I'm kind of saying is, I wish he was already at that point. Tempo wise, it would be.
Yeah.
Refreshing everything. Slipping up to there. Very smart. Could maybe make a play for the keep, to be honest.
Card to
Finally getting his bag.
explore this room.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
Yep, bag.
He really badly needed that back, though.
Yeah.
Get your point for the explore.
Probably should have aided for those boots first, my man. That's what I would have liked to have seen.
Well, he couldn't. Well, I guess he could have gotten the boot and then walked in, yeah. But he can just go back and still do it, and then have one less exhausted boot.
That's a good point.
Ooh, crafting a crossbow finally. He's at his limit again. Oh, he has one more, so he could still get the boot.
So you're the only one who can like reliably kick off these little Woodland Alliance warriors, right? Because it doesn't cost you anything.
He just repaired the other sword.
But they're also the only thing that's keeping me safe, and he's in last place. So
yeah, again, I don't think I'm the biggest threat out here.
This feels like
I think you'd be surprised.
Another race.
Woodland Alliance. They get big fast.
So he taps the crossbow to aid Woodland Alliance to give him a boot.
One for a boot.
Scoring them 2 or 3 points that they start exploding.
All right, now we are at max.
Yes. I do not know who's ahead.
That is my daylight.
I know Cats is not ahead.
I'm going to spend. I draw one card. I have 8 things in my bag, so I'm okay there.
That was a solid Vagabond turn, and next turn looks like it's going to also be solid unless he starts getting hit. Next turn could be quite scary, actually.
Okay.
He's like a very dangerous territory.
I'm not going to revolt or spread sympathy. So now it is daylight.
Dump the whole hand.
Train
a little.
How this card is going to play. So let me go ahead and craft it. I'm going to craft Eerie Emigre.
Weird.
How do you pronounce that?
I don't think that's good
I'm going to turn
for him.
Both of these into
we do not need to be
battling. Maybe you do it for just a bonus move one time and just accept that you're going to burn it.
It's fun. You're like a little mini Eerie now.
I don't really like that.
Yeah.
Eerie, but without all the warriors.
We're not training.
Yeah.
Train.
And then let's actually go ahead and use this to train another officer.
There he goes. Thank goodness.
Would have loved to have seen 2 trains there. Not crafty or
he's burning a T. No, wait, sorry, that was a bag. I missed all
That's
that.
it.
Never mind.
For daylight.
Yeah, 2 trains would have been much better.
For evening.
You got 3 actions.
I wish you had made that into a bag. That would have helped me out.
I thought about it. I was like, well, as much as I'm, talking about these otters, I probably don't need to feed the vagabond too. What am I up to? It's maybe a silly way of going about it, but I'm curious what happens. I'm going to be a little eerie, and I'm just going to train 3 times.
Whoa, that's too many. Right? That's too many.
I'm curious how that works out.
So I guess he's going to use Eerie McGeary next time.
Right. Move, battle, and then start doing some crazy...
Could have just gotten another officer and basically would have amounted to the same thing.
Next turn he needs to get another officer, and then he can do move, spread, and still have warriors defending each of the spreads or whatever. But
everything moves into my funds box.
Okay, this is what I do want to see some cats being spent.
Cats will be spent. But let's do some card drawing first, because I need to know where to put this.
He keeps doing. Oh, Wow, that's fine.
I obviously haven't used Tabletop Simulator in a long time because I keep.
There's an item. It's just a boot. Where are those coins? Coins and swords.
I mean, it's a mouse card with the option of crafting some boots.
Oof. He's getting the worst card draw.
No birds to be seen.
If anything's gonna upend this,
That is true.
this
Horrible
Riverfolk
luck.
player, it's his own card draw.
Yeah,
Well, I could.
so many
craft
actions devoted to drawing cards at this point.
The boots.
I think we really gotta.
Craft some boots.
Okay, crafting boots.
That's
Get another action out of that. That's basically free.
Mm-hmm.
League of Adventurous Mice.
So I'm taking the.
There's this pressure for him to spend those cats now. So what does he got to do with the rest of these actions?
The
Right.
1 point. And I will draw another card.
Okay, I don't see any cats being spent.
I'm waiting. I have to see where I want to put the
Right, but even if he draws something,
trade post first. So,
Right.
because I'm still hoping.
What stinks is he
to get
crafted
something
that.
else to craft.
Well, okay, now he can. Now
Okay, so
what would have been unfortunate if he drew a coin there because he already.
and
Well, he could have
the
placed
roll
another
out.
trade post. Never mind. He would've been fine.
That's
He wants the
problem.
coins.
I'm like,
That's what he's
where do I
fishing
want to
for.
put the trade posts?
Just build 2 more trade posts right now. That would be great.
I think I can do 1 trade post.
Betrayal.
silence.
That's what I think.
You know, I'll say this one thing about
So let's see if
Woodland
there's
Alliance's
anyone
last
that
turn that I kind of
we-
like. He sort of sandbagged a little bit.
Far away
He
from the
felt the
river.
table talking about him a smidge, like Cats was starting to point fingers at
Oh,
Woodland
yeah.
Alliance. So he looks, he
There you
he-
go.
invests one turn in will be points later and can look further behind than he is for a little bit longer. So now they all need to worry more about Vagabond and Riverfolk, and he can have a that much larger swing round. But it'll just take 2 rounds because he's just lacking in the officers.
I mean, you sort of said it yourself. There's no birth cards, so you're probably not gonna buy anything. I'm gonna give myself 2 points. I was really hoping for something to craft, and then I know where to put my trade posts, and then, you know.
I think he's getting a little sidetracked on
To
the idea of milling the deck.
Spend
It's
those
like
last 2
there's
cats.
other ways.
Those coins just won't show themselves. That's the problem.
He needs. I mean, honestly,
1 minute.
move to that bunny
Yep.
clearing in the corner and kill Woodland Alliance's
player.
base.
Like, I
Center.
could try and do some policing or something, but
Yeah, exactly. Do some
Okay,
policing,
well, I mean,
my
if you're
man.
using them to police the other guys, I'm on board with that too. That's a reasonable use of my cats.
Yeah, League of Adventurous Vice move,
Yeah.
second move,
The
and
problem-
then
No,
battle.
that's too late already. I mean, he didn't invest his,
at the moment.
his
I mean,
action
if
economy
the Vagabond
correctly
had
to
kept
really
up
do
his
that.
hostilities,
Yeah.
I have no idea what the mouse is gonna do with those. That emigre cards.
Maybe this Eerie McGeary play is actually kind of
Yeah, I
genius.
feel I don't like it, but I think in this situation it may end up
Why don't you put
panning
two
out
guys-
very cool.
Oh, it's not along a river. Darn
It
it.
saves him an officer, right? He can do
Yeah,
a
that's
move. He doesn't have to do the battle. He can just accept that he loses the card. You know what I mean?
Right.
He could also do the battle. He has enough warriors to do the battle, but he may just use it for an extra move once.
Well, and if he does do the battle, it's technically an extra action.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. So what I could do, I could go over there and try and beat that up.
No, don't do that. That's a
Chances of
bad
success
idea.
are slim.
Yeah,
You don't even have to beat him up. You just have to sit on it.
Yeah.
gives him
But
another
he'll
card to
probably
his.
send his. He'll probably use that free action to move and battle me then.
Well, wait. Why don't you go down there and then I could hire you.
Why don't you go down
put a couple
there?
guys down there. I can hire you to help.
Mercenaries.
I've got a plan for getting rid of some Woodland Alliance stuff.
Again, you're handing money to the guy in first place to have him punch the guy in last place. Just putting that out there. Not to say that I think I'm that pathetic.
This is where he leans on his ploy.
It's just strange to see.
Guys, come on.
I think honestly, I think Woodland Alliance is making a pretty good point. Like Craiken's basically
even I
not
admit that's a fair point.
I feel like Craiken is almost trying to play Kingmaker. It's like, Craiken, do you want to win this game yourself, or what do you want to do?
We'll keep that option open for later turns, I guess. Okay, just double checking, but then discard all your cards. Tunnels, nah. If you claim to any of your crafting pieces as adjacent.
Funny how much these players are starting to slow down.
No, there are two players that play with a certain pace in mind.
You want to fill us in?
Otters was one of our fast players, and he is slow.
Yeah, so...
No, Otters has been pretty slow from the beginning, to be honest.
I don't think that's my
Vagabond and Woodland Alliance are playing a faster game.
Everybody loves to punch the others, apparently.
He should have killed that worker.
They're so cute and cuddly. Okay. I'm gonna
Vagabond.
flip over this boot. Just move away from the mice.
Okay.
Why are we coming over here? What's up with that?
I'm literally just running away from the mouse.
Why not go up and kill the keep then?
Just draw.
What incentive does the Woodland Alliance have to hit a giant stack of otters?
Where did all the good cards go?
I don't buy it.
Okay. A sword, which now I don't have enough pieces to craft anymore.
Maybe the Eerie McGeary play was enough to just kind of get in their heads.
Yeah. That battle is going to freak them all out.
I can't say I'm a fan of it.
I don't think it's a battle that Woodland Alliance wants to do. I think it's too costly.
I guess that's still next up.
I want every warrior on the board to turn into sympathy, not die to battle on my...
Oh, yeah, of course.
The sack is still available for crafting. Okay, what?
What? No, he's out of actions, right?
So, sorry, let me do things in the correct order. You discard and then you set your service cost. So, I'm going to discard the dominance cards and the boots, because the boots are all crafted up. Let me see.
Raise those prices.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a deal going.
Yeah, I guess so.
They've been playing really
my
cooperatively.
service cost for mercenaries because I simply don't want anybody to pay me to beat the cats.
You are now in a 4 mercenary for the rest of the game territory.
Okay, ending the turn.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to wait on buying more stuff until some cats come back.
Okay, we got 2 wood.
Please build a song.
Okay, so that's all bird song. Wait.
Notably, otters cut him off from building in that building slot.
Right.
Not a huge deal, but would kind of annoy me.
I'll try Vagabond this time. How about you hand me a card? Or random card. Thank you. Okay, so I need to give you something.
Cats have had a lot of cards all game. I mean, it's because
their card draw has been great, but they're also not really spending it. No overworks thus far.
Right.
Which I don't know. The more I think about it, maybe I'm being too hard on Craiken. Maybe it's fine.
I think it is fun. I just wish the sawmills were what were coming out first, rather than kind of limiting himself.
Well, now he's kind of got to be worried about the otter death ball turning on him. So maybe I don't want more points on the board. I just want just enough. I don't want to leave any.
Yeah, you can have that one, I guess. Okay, time for me to craft. I'm gonna have a bake sale.
Bake sale finally comes out.
Wait, does he have?
He does have the. He does have to rabbit.
What is that?
Never mind. Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see that southern one.
We called it out last turn.
That's right.
That he could
Yeah, man, I had to go a long way to get that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I've only got 2 wood to work with. So I can't even build here. That's awful.
It's not that big of a
You don't
deal,
have the
'cause
option of overworking? Or
you could just build in rabbit, I guess. I mean,
The only one you can build in is that central rabbit.
Oh wait, I can build over here now. That's not terrible.
One step ahead, Hunter.
we should do a Space Cats only tournament
What does
of
that mean?
games. Where it's just me and you who just play 2-player games against each other.
Oh. Head to head.
We both stream at the same time. We're commentating each other's turns.
I want to play Letters from Whitechapel again.
And that moves me up.
Yeah, man, I goofed up last time we played. That was a bummer. That game could have gone really long.
Okay, and now I will recruit.
So what have his actions been? Build, recruit. That's it so far? So yeah, crafted, build, recruit. What you got?
I do not know how he can continue to trust otters with that just like right next to his.
So I'm really worried the otters are just going to come really beat me up here.
He should march. Pull a couple back.
I'm not planning on it. Like, if you've got 2 cats there, and you've got, like, the field hospitals, there's no way I'll ever get through that, so I wouldn't even try.
Not true.
And,
False.
like, that would be,
False
if
talk.
late game, if I was desperate for the last points, I might consider it.
Okay, alright, so we're still cool.
I mean, we've both been growing fat and
No,
happy
that
off
ball
the
can
profits
easily
of our,
cut through.
Mutually beneficial
Yeah.
relationships.
He needs to move some more cats there.
Sounds reasonable.
Actions.
Oh gosh, what have I done? I've built, I've recruited. Do I have another action?
Yes, you do.
I have one more action. There's too many otters by these trade posts.
He's got all these cards. So he's not doing a lot with his turns. It feels like that's what keeps annoying me. Is I feel like there's a lot of potential energy being wasted.
Yeah, I don't know why he's been drawing so many cards and then not.
I guess.
Like, what is he using them for? I guess he just wants access to a lot of field hospitals in case the board turns on him. But that's about the only value I can see for the amount of cards he's bought so far. The only other thing is how many trade posts he gained access to, basically, to just attack.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
Getting kind of a hold up on a. This is
on a march.
There's not really anything to do. I mean, if I was him, I would be moving some cats back to the keep. But gonna what? What do you say he's gonna do? He's spending. He spent his other coin. Well, he had another coin to overwork. Oh man, I strongly.
Yeah, not a fan.
Oh, anger.
Yeah, definitely should have just done a burn.
Anger.
Yeah, Otters is freaking out. Otters is like, wait, what did you just do?
I mean, there's still a coin stack left to be built, but
Otters just can't
So it's
just
your
can't
fault,
see
sir.
just can't see
fathom.
that happen.
I
He's just like, I will not allow you to do this.
Alright, I'm gonna slip over to this mouse area.
I'm very curious what
Really
Vagabond
don't
does
need to
from here
worry
on
that
out.
way.
Okay, so we've slipped. We're gonna repair our sword.
Minecraft.
No, we're gonna age.
Partisans.
Sorry, or we're gonna build. No, sorry, none of that. Mouse partisans.
Or spend a hammer doing that.
That's fun. He's about to start popping off, I guess. Go hostile with everyone.
Repair that sword. Repair that sword. Get these Woodland Alliance. Go.
He could so easily go to bottom left corner, crossbow the toast, and then just clean up some pieces.
Ooh, yummy. Oh man, that'd be great.
And he would decimate Woodland Alliance a bit.
A bit.
How many supporters does? Yeah, Woodland Alliance has a decently
I
large.
will steal a card from the marquee.
Ooh,
Okay. Hey, we could talk you into doing it to the other guy?
Craiken.
Yeah, sure, I'll steal a card from the Otters.
Oh wait, he did talk to him into it.
Yeah, sure.
You just want to tuck me out of it?
All you have to do is say, "Can I? I'll talk." Okay, I'll take talking you out of it.
I mean, I don't see any good cards, so go ahead and steal one.
oh, there's a sword sitting right there. I would try to steal the sword for sure. But we can flip them, yeah.
Yep. There you go. Yep.
It's the sword. Oh, Daddy wants to know. Oh, didn't get the sword.
What did he get?
I don't remember enough.
Someone hit
I'm gonna build a mouse in a sec.
Yeah, that one.
That's fine. Get another bag while he's sitting on a mouse territory. Not bad.
But you're not getting your other sword back.
Yeah. Not doing the fights yet. He can still kill both those buildings though, even with one sword.
What? Where?
After, if he goes south, crossbow. Then
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
As long as he gets a 1.
Do it. Break this game wide open.
Yeah. It seriously would set him on a really strong path because he's doing very well, and I just feel like the scariest thing right now is if Woodland Alliance starts screaming ahead.
Screaming. What is even going on? I don't understand.
I'm going to aid Boot to get the coin from the cats.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I'm back. Is this card for me?
It is. I don't hate that.
Okay. Just kind of getting the vibes setting up vibes. What's love got to do? Hello, Root.
He could do some questing here. He can afford it. Right? Yeah.
He could tap his bag, but then he'd be in trouble.
Just for one turn.
He doesn't want to tap any of those things. It would have been crossbow and torch would have been the one to do, but I don't know.
Right.
I think I gotta do one more thing.
Still feels like it should be move crossbow.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be a cool turn.
But without another P, he goes into next turn with not all of his actions at his disposal. So I don't know, but I feel like it's the opportunity.
Now, cats, I'm just gonna be taking this warrior out, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. Do you think that's worth an ambush?
No, that's fine.
What?
It goes back into your pool, so you can use it elsewhere.
Just an infamy point.
All right, I'm gonna roll to battle that.
And 2-1. So a 1-1.
Why'd he fight the cats?
Infamy. He just gets a
Went
point.
out fighting. That's how
I don't love it. I would prefer the southern thing, but This way, he still refreshes just enough stuff.
All right.
Like he still has 5 refreshes next turn. So I don't know. It's not my favorite, but I think it's fine. It's kind of a slow play, basically. But it doesn't do anything to Woodland Alliance, which I think is a problem.
All right.
Let's see what happens with the Ziri Magiri.
Let's start my turn by spreading some mouse sympathy. Drop one just right over here.
Cool.
It's me a point.
Did I, Judge, did I give myself a point to when I sniped that, or when I got the cat?
I think you did.
Okay.
Yeah, looks right to me. It's what I've got.
It's then the end of my bird songs. Let's go ahead and do this.
Let's talk about this. Like, I will fight to the death for this clearing.
You just really want that clearing. Honestly, I was sort of tempted just to wipe out this.
You shouldn't be afraid of it. The rabbit base is already down, so there's nothing to fight for. You know what I mean?
I am realizing that eventually it's somehow my job to police you. But for
There's literally no threat.
My eerie move, I am going to move 2 warriors into this clearing, and then I'm going to have a battle against the river folk.
Cool.
I do like that I don't have to ask about that ambush.
Yeah, no ambush.
So let's go ahead and fight.
If he loses one, though,
0-2-0.
Yeah, I don't
That's
love
annoying.
it. Ooh, that's super inefficient.
1-1.
Not a fan at all.
You can always battle again.
Not
Yeah,
like
probably. And
you know what?
then
Battle, organize.
for the rest of my
Recruit.
turn, I'm going to go ahead and
Train.
mobilize twice,
Train.
and then craft
Well, it's the other way around, but who cares?
mouse sympathy.
He might be building up for a third base. No, that's where he gets his 4th officer
routine.
from, I guess. Ooh, okay. I approve. I'll take a route T over an officer.
That.
And it was a mouse card anyways, I couldn't have trained it.
And then it is
Hunter, I gotta step away for a sec.
evening. I'm going to. All right, I got 3 actions. Let's first battle at this trade post, just because I said that I would get rid of it. I'll go and roll for it. 2-0. So I get 1 point for removing that. Up next, I'll go ahead and mobilize. Turn this guy into a sympathy. And grab 2 points for that. And then last, I'm just going to move a single guy into here.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I am comfortable with that. End of my turn, I draw 3 cards.
Okay, I get 2 guys in my payments because nobody wanted to trade with me. So that gives me a total of 8 funds.
Action economy's still doing great, though.
There will be more.
Okay, I'm back.
You know, there'll be more payments coming, but we gotta.
Woodland Alliance got some
free up
points.
some cats.
Not the Woodland Alliance turn.
I would like to believe you, but
not horrible. They're at 11 now. That's a decent swing.
Plenty of room
I
for trade.
still have warriors on the board to do more next turn, so
yeah. I'll
potential at this point.
start off by putting. I'm in a fox clearing with my otters.
Trading with
I'll
himself.
put a fox trade those down.
Increasing his death ball. Oh, whoops.
So that's cost me 2 points. And that allows me to craft.
Informants.
The sword.
Oh, sword.
I hope I'm not massively helping the Vagabond by doing that, but I did it. I mean, you have to go for the victory points in this game.
Yeah, I was staring at that sword crafting card trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't bought anything yet, since you're spending my pieces to buy stuff as the Vagabond. I felt like anyway. Yeah.
Man, everybody's just still looks really solid to me, Hunter. I can't make a call.
The Lions
there's plenty of swings still at everyone's disposal, basically.
I'll admit I'm irrationally afraid of.
Oh my god! And Craiken left
tournament
lumber on the keep, dude. Just go kill the keep.
Yeah,
right now.
Eat it.
It'd be beautiful.
You take one player completely out of contention. Basically.
It doesn't cost you any cards to move into that mouse clearing.
Any card to move into that mouse clearing. Why? There's a sympathy there.
I know, but you don't have any mouse cards, so he doesn't get any from you.
Oh, yeah, but that's not how I think about it. Like if the Wooden Alliance gets a random card, and there's a chance that's just like a bird card. That's how I always think about it. But
why is that so good? I mean, if you're taking sympathy off the map, right?
Yeah. That's taking the sympathy off the map, even with a single warrior there, is like not a guarantee.
Yeah, he's right with the single, and also the way that it's actually that Woodland Alliance made a mistake, in my opinion, because now there's a warrior sitting there that can't move forward. It's stuck.
It makes it easier. I mean,
right.
I can't have all these otters right here because I
got to move more out from the fox to get past.
I'll for you to go over there.
Kill the keep. Kill the keep. Blood, blood, blood.
Right, it's either that or we gotta start fighting.
Yeah.
Kill the keep. Kill the
I will flip this sword with the League of Adventurers Mind.
And
I'll move over there. I'm just gonna. It may just be, as I said, my irrational fear, but I'm gonna move.
Wait, didn't you craft that sword this turn? Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I was misreading it. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I did craft it this turn.
I was misreading the Adventurous Mice.
That's okay. So move, and then move. So Woodland Alliance, go ahead and... Did I just lose a guy when I moved it? Yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah, you left one.
So I get
go ahead and take a sympathy.
I get your bunny card. And that's the only place you moved.
And then I'll battle you in that corner clearing.
Let's see what happens.
Do you have an ambush?
I am not going to play an ambush.
No ambush?
Still got the Vagabond missing out on these juicy points.
Oh,
3-2.
Not too bad.
Pretty good.
That's about
good enough for you. All right, so I lose my...
I give myself a victory point. Yeah.
I lose my sympathy.
And he does have another action.
I'll battle you again.
Yeah. Turning up otters.
Just trying to remove the base. So I lost a warrior. So my policing is done.
And then I lose a bunch. Let's see.
There was some good dice rolls. I honestly didn't expect.
Ooh, that's where Coffin Makers is. I was looking for it.
That's my turn.
My officers.
Ouchie, ouchie. Ay caramba.
Yeah, that was rough. Another reason it would have been nice to have trained earlier, because when you're stuck at 3, losing a base is the same as if you're at 4. You lose 2 officers either way. So.
All right, Cat's surveying the landscape.
Okay, so all right, place my wood.
Can't believe he got away with leaving that wood there.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He's got a big hand. He could have field hospital a couple times. It would have taken Otters probably 3, if not 4 fights to potentially get through everything.
Please pass me one random card. Vagabond.
I don't know how to break this symbiotic relationship you two have. I mean, fair play to you. It makes sense.
Cats is playing a heavy negotiation on all fronts game. You know what I mean? They've got the stuff going with Vagabond. They've got good stuff going with Otters.
I mean,
only issue at this point is he has run out
anymore. I would say
almost run out of build slots.
Going to see his cats back, but we definitely like
what?
I fed into
cats. That's sad.
Although seeing the Otter ball move far away, he got his fox clearing open back up.
Toast really called out something really good that you should always remember with Woodland Alliance, which is that you should always, well, not always, but no, I think almost every situation, if you're going to lose both your sympathy token and the base, you want to lose the base first. That way you get,
watch out for the exploding,
what you were going to get off of the sympathy token being destroyed.
Right, totally. Yeah. He may not have been thinking about the fact that Otters had another attack behind. Just totally misplayed it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Lose the base first.
So I'm going to craft.
I think
I will craft.
I don't know why I'm hesitating to say this, but I think you should always lose the base first if you're going to lose both for sure.
Yeah. No, I agree. He just didn't think he was losing both. Should have been obvious.
Yeah, now's when I turn to the.
There, he had another coin. Pretty scary. So Cats had 3 coins earlier.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to have the second coin crafting card.
Yeah, we talked so much smack when he wasted that other one, so like now we look like dumbies. Looks like Craiken just had a super unlikely reason.
And he's crafting, and yeah,
all right,
I maybe underestimated how fat this cat has grown.
Well, I have no idea how to close this
out. Sucks is he's in a really bad. He needs to overwork once if he wants to build twice.
Every time we get to Riverfolk and Cat's turns, it's like all of a sudden it just becomes like a garden party, and everyone's just like sipping tea and talking through everything, and then the other 2 players are like here to do. They're like, all right, we have our actions figured out. We're gonna do this.
Build there. That's worth 2.
He's got a bird card. It's build, move, overwork, build. But if he doesn't have the bird card,
and then that cost me some wood.
Yes.
I was trying to figure out how you've always had like 5 cards in your hand when you only just got your second card draw, but of course you've just been buying those cards.
Yeah, the Otter price was helpful. We did have a good thing going on. It doesn't sound like I'm getting them back though.
Honestly, there hasn't been much fighting, so he hasn't used his field hospital ability.
Yeah, fair.
That also helps with just having your hand stuffed as a cat.
He really needs a bird card here.
So we've one action we've done.
I mean, the Vagabond went hostile early, and I was like, whoa, we're going to see a lot of fighting, but
I will recruit
Vagabond since then.
Ooh, okay.
Fair.
He's going to leave a lot of wood on the table then. I say a lot, too, but still.
Well, so that's his second action.
Sure. He can't build, though. He has no slots.
Why not?
And
he's got a mouse slot, baby.
Where?
Right by this bunny one. Nope, not there.
I will
follow the what?
South.
Thing over here.
Got it.
Oh, he's fighting.
Not doing it. Well, he's still in.
And do I want to do any else?
He's at 21. There's lots of building slots left. If
do it. Build that next thing. Come on. Spend some cards.
No, now he can't. Well, unless he needs 2 birds to do it now.
Yeah. Yes.
Wood.
I mean, to be fair, the wood that he's left on the table is not in.
No.
Like, good luck cracking those nuts.
Shoot. Yeah.
Riverfolk would get there. They'd have to move like 3 times.
Stuck. Okay. I guess Oh wait. Yeah, no, I can't really overwork. All right, I think I'm just going to evening here.
Gonna have to discard a card.
No, he's at 5.
Oh,
He draws 2.
Oh wait,
though.
yeah,
Give me
yeah. Sorry,
one
he
card.
definitely.
So I need to shuffle the deck or refill.
Yes, somebody used the button.
And then yeah, he's got to burn one. Rough life.
Let's see what he burns so I can judge.
Okay, I don't
the
think I
life
want
of a commentator. Yeah, no, that's fine. Refresh the items. You can refresh the damaged item too. Refresh the items. Refresh the damaged item too. Yeah, okay, I guess not.
Remind him, Hunter.
Huh? I don't remind him.
Cat player.
It's not a me
You
thing.
crafted coins twice, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't grab his coins.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh, good
I
call.
was checking things and then I noticed.
Okay, so we've slipped.
I fear that Woodland Alliance have lost their shot.
I think so. Yes.
Vagabond might still have it.
All right.
They started.
Daylight action.
Woodland Alliance lost their shot, and it's because
crazy.
they were dragging their feet. I don't know why
Yeah.
they were dragging their feet, but they had everything was lining up, and then they just didn't.
Use
They didn't invest in
false orders.
officers correctly. IMHO.
Vagabond! Oh, you
They're
dirty
tripping.
bird!
Simply need to give
Can't move. I don't understand. No, I don't like that.
Why?
Woodland card.
Well, first of all, it
We didn't
triggers
have a group.
outrage, right?
He just said bio break, but we'll flag him when he gets back.
Does that trigger outrage? I forgot.
Yeah.
It does.
I
False orders. Move as if you were that player.
wait. What is he doing?
Hence why it does triggers the outrage, I guess.
Oh, I
Move
see.
as if you were that player.
Sorry.
So that player must
Backtracking.
have.
Okay.
He did refresh finally
Yeah.
the thing.
He just
but
didn't do it all.
just did it in a weird order. It's fine.
So he has the 2 boots. So you need to exhaust those 2 boots to make that move. Yeah. Cool.
I'll
And
steal a card
attack.
from him. He's back. Snipe him and then
That's a beautiful little.
more or less.
Yeah. That's juicy.
I guess we want to resolve all those cards first in case he's got an ambush.
Oh, he didn't repair the second sword.
Wait, he didn't?
No, he just walked it back. He's kind of playing fast and loose with the sequence, but I basically told him he could. So
Wait, and now he's walking back. I just don't understand.
no. All he did is not repair the sword.
Okay.
Everything they're waiting on Craiken is the problem right now.
Okay.
Craiken stepped away from the table. Well, while we have a quick little break here, this tournament is and our show currently for the running of this tournament is sponsored by Leader Games officially. So they are wanting to support this kind of stuff, tournaments and things like that. They're trying to get more if we were allowed to congregate in person, they would be supporting even more IRL.
While we're
I
waiting,
suspect,
just
but
because I'm curious,
since they
I
can't,
heard you say earlier,
we're all that's left
just
to
never
them.
tried
So if
to
you want to
support
support them
Dividends?
supporting
Is
this
that-
kind
is
of
that a thing
stuff,
with River
go to
Folk? You just always wanted funds to be
leadergames.com/SCPT and
empty?
check out everything they got on sale there. Buy some
Yeah,
games, buy some
it's-
stuff to
Oh,
accessorize your games, and it helps support
I
us.
think.
So we would greatly
And that will
appreciate that.
explain to you why dividends are
All right.
terrible.
Well, Craiken,
All right,
I'd say he's
Craiken?
back in
I
chat.
kind of played a few things to mess with
So,
you.
Craiken, are you back?
I am back. What's going on?
So you were
Little ad
false
break there.
ordered. This card was played on you, moved your stack to here.
Oh.
And now if you have a Fox card, you need to pay outrage to the Woodland Alliance.
Oh.
Fox or bird.
Isn't he the player as if he were the player?
I was staring at that.
But you're the one that moved. Your
I moved,
pieces.
but your warriors were the ones that tripped it.
He
We're getting that right, chat? Is Garrick or someone in there?
He was you, so you have to pay the outrage, is how I'm reading false orders.
I don't know. I've been through this before, and I don't.
It
I
says whenever
feel like.
a player moves any warriors, it doesn't say it's someone else's warrior.
All right, let's get
But
Milty.
he moved as if he was you. So it was as if you, the player, had chosen to move those warriors.
Pretty sure it's Cat.
All right.
It's correct interpretation, unfortunately.
Stand by, y'all. Stand by.
Okay,
I'm gonna bring in an official ruling. Hang on.
Make it happen.
Everyone in chat is saying that it's Cats that's got to pay. Who is the Milty equivalent for Root?
Garrick, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's you are treating yourself as that player, and the player moving pieces is the one paying the outrage. Hang on, I'm literally reading out loud as I go. Almost doesn't clarify it, does it? That sentence.
Yeah, that sort of backed up on itself.
I mean, we all know it, and someone in chat has posted where.
Yeah, it's Cats. Cats pay.
Yeah. Yeah, we should start messaging Josh.
That's who it is. Yeah, Josh usually.
They were deceived.
Okay, now.
Treachery. Who did that? Was that the
That was Vagabond.
my old nemesis Vagabond?
And then I'm tapping a torch to steal a card from you. Cats.
Understand
Okay.
the not repairing the other sword. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I guess he doesn't really need it. He could crossbow the remaining cat and just roll well enough
Yeah,
to clear everything. Well, he can still only max get 2 hits, though.
Yeah, it's a little.
I would have rather kept the sword. I don't know what he's planning to craft.
He could still repair the sword, though.
All right, I'm going to.
Well, that makes my next turn much less exciting.
Snipe the cat warrior. And then attack.
Really sure.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not really
just
sure I get.
ambush you.
I don't love it. This is twice he had an opportunity to kill more cat buildings and didn't. Ooh, an ambush.
Where did he play it? I don't see it.
What? Down by Vagabond.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
that's a juicy
let's
ambush.
roll it. Remember, he gets a bonus hit.
Yep.
So he got 2 hits.
2.
Wait, hold on.
No.
You pick, my bad.
Yeah, and how much damage do you do? Just 1, right?
2. He gets an extra
one
hit.
plus
because they're
1 for
undefended.
defenseless.
It's bonus points for each of those for hostile. He just wasted. He just repaired the sword, and he's doing it again. But he could have literally with that 2. He could have killed everything.
Less
in one
efficient
go.
action.
Yeah,
wise. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the sawmill in the wood.
I do not know why he broke it up like
No,
that.
attack again.
I guess he was I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, actually, we don't even need to roll.
I thought you had a. Oh, did you use your hammer to repair it just now?
Yep.
Vagabond goes up to 17.
Still, even with our quibbles, pretty great turn for Vagabond.
Yep. But it's going to hurt him next turn because look at how much he has on. He would have saved himself 2 refreshes.
Yeah, he's still got 2 hammers, though. Ooh.
Oh, that doesn't
Man,
save his
just took me
refreshing, though.
apart.
Hey, Vagabond, I'm gonna. Oh, wait, the second fight was not defense.
Whatever.
Oh, I think I have to walk back. I don't think you can change what you damaged in that first fight because you did a second fight, and he could have had a second ambush. So
Okay.
That's a good point.
he's been changing his stuff around a lot, after the fact, and it feels a little wrong. Not a lot, but that one didn't feel right.
All right.
Yeah, our YouTube is very behind when it comes to the podcast.
I promise, Riverfolk, I always look at what you got. I always think about spending my precious warriors.
Yeah, it's kind of like at this point, it's a project that will take me a month to get it caught up.
And you'd probably buy something.
I'll just start cloning them over here. We'll make it happen. But for my turn, I'm just going to spread sympathy.
Where are we spreading?
I can. And goodness, it looks like I can't.
Dang.
Oh, shoot, I can. Just costs me everything. Well, what the heck else are supporters for? Go ahead and spend 3 cards, one of which is the Fox Dominance card, to spread Fox Sympathy. Drop it over here and grab 2 points.
This base on your sheet, that was dead, right?
Still goes back to his sheet.
The rabbit base?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I think we just found out that Craiken plays with some weird rules.
No, yeah, I got you.
Craiken's like, no, you throw it away, right?
That would shut me down.
Woodland Alliance never wins in our games.
They're terrible. Sympathy doesn't go back to their board either.
Scary Emigre. And I'm going to go ahead and move both of these warriors. I'm going to go big and go over here.
Oh, no.
That's actually helpful.
No.
You should go south.
My dude.
Survives, you
could use it to fix this mistake he made with the one that's stuck.
Right. True. Well, oh yeah. Those orange cats.
I'm going to be boring and go over here.
Yeah, I think this
and
is
then
good.
Fight. Do you play an ambush card?
I don't like that he's doing the second half of Eerie Emigre. I would have just lost. All
right. So
he's lost 2 warriors to Eerie Emigre at this point.
Don't like it.
2 potential sympathy.
Daddy don't like it.
It is daylight.
We have 1 officer.
Where did he get 2 points?
I'm going to go ahead and
he spent
train
sympathy
twice.
That's good.
Grab 2 more officers because I'm missing so much.
Yeah.
And this last card will just become a supporter.
Okay.
It's then evening. Let me go ahead and spread sympathy over here.
2.
Grab 2.
I mean, he is 1 turn, like, he's in the territory of a ridiculous turn, right?
Right, but everything is defenseless. Like
recruit twice.
He's gonna lose tokens this turn, and his warriors aren't in spots. Well, no, they're in spots where they can still.
That is the end of my turn. I draw 2 cards.
Everything still feels a bit too slow, though. I wish he had now. At this point, I wish he had 2 more officers.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 orders in my payments box. Honestly, like, I think I'm actually in a really difficult position. Like, there's just there's almost.
I love this style of play where you kind of wind to the top, but like, things are just not working out for me.
To close out the game.
I mean, he's got 6 points sitting on his board.
Yeah.
But,
so 24 is really where he's at.
Yeah.
And he can easily
start taking action.
do 2 of those, like right this second, if he wanted to.
Right. I don't think he needs to, though. I think he can set up to win on his next turn.
Sympathy
easily.
Take off.
Yeah.
Easily win on your next turn.
You read my thoughts. So
You move to a mouse clearing. You don't have any mouse cards, so I'll take a card from the deck.
Yeah, take a card from the deck. Then it's a second move. I mean, I could go and fish through the deck and hope to find that one sword that's still in there, but I don't think that would do me much good. Leaving one, moving to the next one, which is a mouse clearing again.
I will take another card from the deck.
Okay, and then move again.
Look, they've already been punching me.
Are we best friends? Did I miss best friends?
If you count my points back from 30 and you see how many trade posts I have left, then I have to make up for like 5 points.
Yeah.
Oh no, 6 points actually.
Outrage triggers again.
And so I can like punch green things, and then what else is there left to do besides punching green things? I guess it's punching cats. I wish you could just punch the vagabonds and just magically like coins would fall out of his pocket like a video game or something, but that's not how it works.
That's really what we need. He's got a whole big hand of cards over there. Probably
I'm just waiting for the latest patch. I mean, Leader Games should get on that.
You heard it here, folks.
Card do you want?
Leader Games should get on that. Have they thought about working on Root more this year? Has that occurred to them?
Well, which one would you like? Honestly,
it's a supporter. It's a Fox card either way.
There you go.
Thank you.
So I moved all the way here, which is like the only place where with battling I could potentially.
Now I don't like it anymore. Though.
Yeah,
nothing's left.
He had
but
7.
Cats only has 2 cards in their hand, so that's probably
this is a better opportunity because last time he had like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Here we go.
Let's do the battles.
Oh my god.
Do you have an ambush?
Ambush!
Oh, man.
Oh buddy.
Ouch,
He's been crushing it with the ambushes. Wow.
Fighting still happens, obviously.
He's got a lot to fight through though.
2 and 1.
2 and 1. And does he have another mouse or bird card behind? Would love to see a field hospital right now.
So I need to pay for field hospitals to keep 2 guys there, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is 100% worth it. This is the best field hospital of the game.
He's got to do it.
Well, you don't have to.
Okay, he did it.
Yeah, it's worth the bird card.
I think that basically wrecks the plan I had for Riverfolk in my head.
Yep.
Yeah, I discarded a card.
Oh boy! Well, we're fighting again.
Did he take his hits from that?
No, I'm not.
Who, Cats?
No, Riverfolk.
Yes, Riverfolk did.
Okay,
he was at 4. He gets luck though. He gets some really good luck on the second fight.
And then we fight again. Yeah.
I think he's gonna pull it off here. It's like a 1-1, 2-1.
Oh, lost another.
And then the last one, he chews through the keep. Craiken needs to lose one more thing, right?
Point, right?
Yep.
You just. Oh, yeah, one more.
You removed the guy. Yeah. And now it's defenseless, and I'm initiating my final, or at least my final attack in death clearing.
It's at least a 1.
Not a 0-0. So yeah.
Yeah. So 3 punches.
And the keep is dead.
Pieces of cardboard removed.
Now that was a lot of actions for, in my opinion, not
a lot
maybe
of
enough points.
Right.
1 lost fight. I'm guessing I'm gonna remove.
But he's at 21 now.
Sympathy.
If he finds 3 more points, he trade posts to victory.
That's true.
But he lost all of his warriors.
And he's got 2 set up, but they're not.
Remove the sympathy token in that fox clearing, so you get a fox sympathizer.
I do not play an ambush.
Two more points he needs, and next turn 2 points and trade posts, and he wins.
Yeah.
But severely lacking in the otter ball now.
I'm just like, honestly, I think I'm just gonna be a bit short of closing it out. But anyway, that's
right.
all my.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put everything on.
This might be Vagabond or Cats, honestly.
Oh, he puts everything at 4. He's just like, don't touch me.
But,
I have the
ending my turn.
amount of actions I need to win. I don't need mercenaries happening, and I don't need to open up.
So someone walk me through the Otter's plan.
They just need to get 2 more points, and then they have enough. They'll have 8, or they might be close to getting the rest of their Draco set out.
I can walk you through my plan
just kill those
myself, but
sympathy.
I have,
Just kill the sympathy
I have
before he can.
trade posts
Yep,
left,
you're
so
racing
6
now.
Points.
Kill the sympathy before he
And then the
can.
only thing other left for me to do is destroy cardboard or go fishing through the deck for that final sword. But honestly, I mean, maybe in 2 turns I can win.
Nah, you
But
can
definitely not next turn.
I disagree. You got the action.
And honestly, like, I don't have much stuff left on the board.
2,
It might
4,
take me 3
6.
turns. And then there's other player like Vagabonds and Woodlands Lions who...
Let's be real, actually. Now that I'm
also
looking at it, it's
scoring,
got to be
so
Vagabond that wins this game, probably.
It's anyone's game, really.
Vagabond just
Maybe go get that freaking tea from Riverfolk.
Actually, you know what? I think there's enough time left in this game for that to be right and it really be almost anybody's game. Because I just don't think I think everybody's going to just be a little bit shy this round, so we have another round.
Oh,
yeah, Woodland Alliance is going to have a good next turn, but it won't clinch it.
Build something.
Ugh,
Do I build another sawmill? I guess I'd better. I've got no wood coming in.
Where are you looking to build? Oh, I guess
Craiken.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a cruddy place for this.
I mean, it's Fox clearing is fine from Woodland Alliance or whatever, but yeah, you need to worry about Vagabond at this point.
I'm getting beat up pretty bad, so maybe I just need more to recruit more stuff.
Otters have 2 items that Vagabond needs. Key and sword. Second he gets that 3rd sword, things are going to pop off.
That's worth a couple of points. And then I'll definitely recruit.
So build recruit. We got one more action, no cards.
He spent everything on trying to protect that keep, and then that lucky second roll crushed him.
I would at least kill.
I guess I better. Well, I got no cards. We'll just keep feeding the sympathizers over there.
So you're battling over there. I do not play an ambush.
Oh, good.
Wasting his good rolls.
I forget that
that's
people
true.
can do that.
I mean, you might have drawn every ambush card, but the deck did get shuffled.
All right, I got no birds. I got nothing. I'm just gonna draw and oh wait, how does swap meet work? I guess that would take one. I'd have to give it back. All right,
it's
you just get to look at the card.
Too late. He's already done all of his actions.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Very curious in this Vagabond turn. I hate how little he's going to have access to because he over-activated stuff last turn.
I mean, honestly, Craiken put some more stuff in his way. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not just continue,
punching?
Punch.
So slip.
Okay, we're going that direction.
He did 2 hammers, 2 swords, and the crossbow, so he's going to be able to repair.
Now's the part of the game where I beg people to beat up that Vagabond.
Way too late.
Well, I mean, because the Vagabond can't close it up just yet.
Are you going to burn some items here?
So I'm going to aid
think he's miscounting something.
Much appreciated.
3 times?
Whoa.
Oh, 3 times.
You're only getting 1 victory point from that?
I only saw
I'm gonna
him.
get 3.
I only saw him.
Just gotta figure out what's the last item.
Can you improve your relationship?
He's about to tap one more.
I thought it was on once per turn, or?
Oh, I can stack it.
It says 1, and then
Even if you help me 3 times in 1 turn, you still shift the relationship marker once to the right, right?
I don't think so.
I thought you could advance choice.
It's right there in the text.
It doesn't say anything about you can only move once. Just says aid a faction X times during 1 turn to shift its relationship marker to the right.
So if it helps me 3 times during 1 turn, you shift the marker to the right.
Yeah, the number needed.
So he did it once, he moved it, and then he did it
He's
twice,
imagining it as like one whole thing.
It's to prevent
3
me
separate
from being from here
actions.
to get to here over 2 turns.
Is there a rules lawyer in the chat that can
But it's still in the same 1 turn.
confirm that?
Maybe I'm just wrong, but I'm not arguing. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've never seen it happen.
Anyways,
Wait, so Riverfolk started at indifferent, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Is he about to could he win?
Yeah, the cards for the aiding.
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what.
There's no coins left.
Everything's
There's only a
slowed
sword
down
left
too.
to cast.
What's up here?
Yeah.
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
And whole hand over to the otters. Useless tea. Useless boot and a boat builder. No, a Corvid planners. Ooh.
Don't get those items. Those items stay tapped, right?
Guess I got a strike then.
So that's not great.
Wait.
But hey, Vagabond, did you grab your items? The
I did not.
He's gonna destroy like a ton of items. He damaged a bag in all of this. It all comes to you in the state that it was in, so it all comes to you exhausted.
Wait, doesn't come out first?
Nope.
Raggy.
Correcting me right now. Hang on, maybe I'm wrong.
Because I think he flip-flopped in the Vagabond.
You're right about that one. That's one of the reasons why League of Adventurous Mice is actually a pretty nice card.
All right, we have some disagreement, so we'll figure this out real quick.
Cool.
Why do I remember the phrase "they come in the state they are"? Then that's the problem. Is that I remember that phrase from something.
I don't. It's not in the A. Well, no. Hang on. Maybe it's in.
Why is that phrase in my brain? What is it for, if not part of that?
Yeah, place it face up in your satchel. You were right. I'm sorry, Rehab.
Well, then why do I remember that? What is that for? What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Okay.
He still has to turn a ton of stuff in his bag.
Little subtle things.
He has no way to refresh that other.
Could I have... sorry, I completely forgot about the items. It was too late to exhaust.
Why is he flipping that back over?
T.
Yeah,
Didn't you exhaust that bag in order to aid?
That's what he's asking about right
I was
now.
going to swap it around a little bit because I forgot that he had a bag. But I'll take whatever run.
I'm feeling like it's too late at this point.
All right, sounds good.
The ruling in aid specifically says
Oh, so that,
exhaust an item, give one
A
of
lot
your
of stuff
cards
is
matching
going
your
away. Is that
clearing
what that
to any
means?
player with at least one piece of. Then you
Yeah.
may take one item, if any, from that player's crafted items box and place it face up in your satchel or on its matching track.
I could have played this out better then. I will strike.
I still think this was a misplay because he's going to destroy a bunch of items. Ooh,
And chip over.
taking the otters.
Attack.
Not sure.
Well, I think this is good
Ambush?
because it's
Or
going to
you don't?
stop
No
otters from really having any shot.
That's true.
Oh, never mind, buddy.
Wow.
Use
Well,
my,
he has another sword.
Mouse Parsons.
Nice.
Okay, that too.
So do we see the other card, or is it just
It's a non.
we just know it's a mouse?
Yeah.
I can see the eyes on that vagabond. He's pretty shifty.
He's gonna lose so many.
He could just repair his bag, though. Why not do that?
No, the bag's not damaged. The bag is exhausted.
Oh, right, yeah.
He exhausted the bag to aid because he miscounted it. So now he's damaging the torch, the bag. Or he's destroying the torch, the bag, and the coins. That is costly.
All right.
The torch, I'm okay.
Well,
with.
it's not enough
I
to
get
win
it.
me the game, but I'm
Coin,
going to have a
I'm
fun
okay
turn. Let's go ahead and start off. No, you put all your services at 4,
whoops.
so I'm not even going to consider that. Start off with having a mouse revolt.
Ooh.
Mouse Revolt.
2.
Needs to do it where that one piece of toast is.
Here.
No, do the other plate.
Yeah, because he needs to get
That toast out of there.
1, 2,
Yep.
3 sympathetic mouse clearings, so I get to
That ain't
drop
great.
3 warriors down.
But
Wow, that's
this
pretty
hurts
cool.
water.
Okay.
Sorry. That's where they're about to be, but yes, sorry.
But yeah, man, moving him up to that other mouse clearing would have been awesome.
For spreading sympathy, let's go ahead and spread Fox sympathy.
Is he gonna win?
Down.
Wait, really?
Shoot, you threw it up.
I think he's gonna be just shy. But if he has the ability to train
over
an officer, or especially 2, he has a pretty major.
Possibly king make if you do that. I guess that's the only spot you have. Like the only way I think is the river folk.
17.
How much do they have? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Only got one warrior
8.
left, though.
1, 2, 3.
And they can make a lot of guys.
No, I think at best they get to 24 this turn.
But they have 6 trade posts that they can drop out. But they would need to own at least one of them. So it'd be a spawn trade post here, and then they need to spawn and trade post somewhere else.
I mean, they could put a couple right here, right?
No, sorry, this guy is an officer.
Oh, good.
There you
Got
go.
it.
They would need to spawn twice to go there. So I think as long as the alliance
Well,
move that guy,
So you can spawn twice. Oh, then he's out of otters. I see.
Oh, I forgot he can Eerie Emigre though. This would be the chance to move and not battle.
What was the verdict there? Do we feel comfortable with me dropping here? I don't really have another.
yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, that thing.
Or
Actually,
okay, he could move.
had a yellow
Oh no, he still only gets to
or if it
28
goes-
at best, unless he's got a
I'm planning on doing
craftable.
both, to be honest.
Which there's no 2. No, there is a sword still. But
I'm just going to do it the way that I was going to do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
I didn't open up a big enough.
really think he's going to be
there, so-
very close.
So that gets me 4 points.
He's about to Eerie McGeary. Yeah, we haven't reached that window yet.
Wow, 4? My goodness.
Yeah, the Eerie Emigre could
Oh, well, that was 2 of them.
open up.
That was 2 of them. Yeah, that was 2.
I was like, I thought we killed more sympathy than that.
Could
If he
open up.
just uses Eerie to move, and still not enough.
He could move. He could do a move in battle and then train.
Yeah, I think as long as if you put a
Train one of the
something
killed
there,
warriors. Like if he takes a
Oh.
single hit, he then trains it. Is what I'm
if you
thinking.
put a sympathy
Hmm.
there, he might win.
And if he moves to that
I can
south
avoid that.
bottom right rabbit clearing, he could then rule afterwards and still move up.
How do I win?
The Riverfolk.
So then
Oh, I see.
his
Because he
officers
can
are
jump in there.
move.
We haven't passed the Eerie
Move.
McGeary timing window yet, but let's see
I
what he
don't see
does.
it yet, but
I think he's thinking about
glad
it.
to know it's on with it.
Even if he does all of that, though, it's 9 more points.
Over here and help defend
So
this
he gets
one.
to 28. So he needs 2 points in crafting to pull off the rest, and I don't think he has that. So at best, he gets to 28 this turn.
Okay.
I could alternatively kill off this warrior, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to do
And
both,
he's
I
focused
think.
on different things, I think.
Yep.
He's not interested in the like just getting the tokens
Well,
down.
let's start doing that. For my Eerie Emigre, I'm going to move 2 folks over.
Yeah, I
here.
don't like this at all.
And
I'm
It's
gonna
moving
battle
warriors into your own
the,
sympathy network.
Yep.
You need to get them
the
out of it.
otters. Don't see any ambushes, so I'm going to go and roll the fight.
But I get them being especially worried about these otters. A 2/2.
So he takes
Okay.
a hit.
Yeah.
Gets rid of.
I don't hate that. I want him to get another officer, so
and
I'm okay with him losing
warrior.
1.
Yeah, he
Don't
really
get
he
score points.
And I get
That's
1
officer.
point for that.
Did you roll a 2-1?
It wasn't it a 2/2?
Oh, I see, but he only had
was
one
a
guy.
2/2.
You only had 1 guy.
Yeah, as well was a 2-2.
Okay, what now?
So now it is
Daylight time.
daylight.
He kept
on,
Eerie
Sheldon.
McGeary. Has not lost it yet.
Yep. But yeah, he can't get nearly as many points anymore now. I think he maxes out at like 7 points.
Yeah.
20, so he gets to 27.
However, can Vagabond win before him?
And I think both of these are just going to be
Probably.
supporters. Not that I'm.
Oh, and they both go to
have another
supporters.
turn.
Ugh.
And now it
He is in a territory where he doesn't need supporters. It costs too much to spread
Yeah.
sympathy to a supporter.
I mean, the tricky thing is, right? Like, as much as I want to avoid king making here,
Why Kingmake? Just win,
all
brother.
of the ways that I get points
Win the game, brother.
are targets for other folks. So I got
Yeah,
4
this is a
actions
tight-
here.
Close game.
Well,
I was supposed to leave like
Accurate.
15 minutes ago, and I'm
Put a mouse with
And you're
I'm
still
here
here.
for it.
thing.
So I can.
How long are you gonna be able to
probably
stay?
Do that, and then I could.
No, not much longer.
One of my actions could be that.
But I've been saying that for a bit now, so
Protecting sympathy seems to be.
Well, no,
Where
I
he's
can't
at.
quite do that, unfortunately.
kind of think that's a fair play if this is the way his turn had to go.
I mean, I guess.
And drop the guy here for a second action.
Is that
Okay.
recruit move, or did he just a move? Were there 2 in that box?
No. He recruited and moved, so that's 2.
Okay. Yeah.
That's 3 actions because he also moved.
No, let me drop a guy here for a second action.
Okay, good.
For a third action, I'm going to move both of these guys into here.
Ooh.
And then for... Oh, nope.
Oh
nope,
no.
nope.
Yeah.
I thought I had one more guy for some reason. There's one of those guys. Shoot.
I would just get your points. You know. Well, cats are definitely in range. They had a free
Move them here
sympathy
instead.
snipe there. I don't. It's really protective. I mean, what he has a toast on every single
I'm going to
sympathy,
accept that is the end of my turn.
and I don't think that's
I
enough.
think I'm shy 1 military operation, but I feel good that I've put down defenders everywhere.
Hmm.
I think I've done my part. I'll draw 3 cards.
And now we see how the otters do.
No, the otters can't do crap anymore.
you
A
guys think
single otter on the
fix it here?
board.
This is my second time playing the others, so
They could still
how-
win.
How
actually.
good the Space
We need-
Pistols episode
We
was.
need to get
This is
all
gonna help
that.
me.
All those trade posts need to go down.
Get 1,000,000
And
cats.
what?
Here's the thing.
Second.
Oh wait, he's not on the
Yeah, nobody else
river.
bought anything, so
Needs to craft. Needs to craft Corvid planers right now. He 100% needs to craft Corvid planers.
for a check post.
Then he can unlock his.
Wait,
turn.
isn't this easy?
I'm just gonna have to like.
Is it? He's not on the river. Is the problem right now? He's trapped.
He can just get trade posts on the river and then.
I could spend to have
2
dominant.
points shy is the problem.
Then
22. He's got 6 points in
2.
trade posts. So what he needs is Corvid planners.
Can't move there. Everywhere is warrior.
No, everywhere. Yeah, there's no available cardboard. I don't know where he gets 2 more points from. The T is gone. He'd have to fish for the sword at this point. So maybe not Corvid Planer.
Maybe I can do it.
I would trade post, trade post, trade post.
No, because I still need to.
Oh no, you need Corvid Planer to be able to move to do the trade post.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. This is really hard.
Everything is.
But here's what he has to do. He has to take the single Riverfolk Warrior and go to the mouse clearing north of him, and then the rabbit clearing north of that. Right? Those 2 are empty. So if he goes there, he rules. He can drop trade posts. And the third one is the cat's trade post. He can do that. So that's 6 points. He needs 2 more.
I feel like wouldn't recruit be simpler though? Just use recruit to get it done.
I can't move away.
Recruit and kill that mouse base.
Yeah. You gotta recruit 3 times and then still move.
I'm gonna spend 2. To recruit.
It's tight. I'm
Warriors on a river.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah, he should use 1 cat and 1 otter to craft Corvid Planers, I feel like. But maybe he doesn't need Corvid Planers to pull this off if he can just recruit on the river.
See, he's doing exactly what I was thinking.
Make me the ruler.
Yeah.
There's a building there.
You could recruit in that topmost clearing. That rabbit clearing up top.
No, yeah, that would have been a mistake, because then I'd have to spend another one.
But he's got to kill some cardboard somewhere and get these trade posts down.
Well, or
the 2 buildings are there.
Cross your fingers for a sword.
I mean, theoretically,
I guess that's not very
this is super
good
small
or efficient. He hasn't had luck with that so far, but there's 2 swords in the discard, so there's 1 more sword somewhere.
Every token is defended. Okay.
No, you're right. That mouse clearing, and he's got to just fight through it.
My part.
He's got to roll right, fight through it, and then trade post.
Then I'd have to battle.
I think he can do it.
Then everything else has to be used. So
move
the
to
way
the bottom left.
There is a chance of victory. I just have to roll a double 3 on the dice roll. Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, he's thinking something different than I'm thinking. Then I'm not really seeing.
And
you could do it with a 3-2.
I mean, I'm sure some person somewhere is seeing a different path, but every sympathy token is defended. I thought for a second you were leaving this one undefended or leaving this one, but you've done a really good job with Alliance. Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Alright, I've been waiting all game for these zeros.
Okay, so we got 3 otters down.
Recruiting.
At the end of this turn, whether he wins or loses, I have to leave. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I'm going to...
So can
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Which ones are you putting in commitments?
No, they disappeared. You spent them, right?
You spent to recruit.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I'm spending 2 more, because I'm ruling that clearing now. That was a... I'm hoping I'm doing this now. Never mind,
no.
I've already
I won't be able to work my scoreboard.
But we're still going to go through with it. It's a mouse clearing.
You do it from your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. The trade post for the extra.
Did he spend? I didn't see him spend.
So no victory for me. You can all breathe.
I thought he did.
And
okay.
Figure out who's the next.
I don't know.
To.
Just making sure, Otters. Did you did already spend for that trade post, right? I missed it. Okay.
The trade post is spent.
Yeah.
So he's got 4.
Yeah, because I put 1 in my bag and then I put 1 out here.
4 warriors. He needs to keep 4 more.
He doesn't have it.
Let's do it with the lines.
Yeah, he needs a 3-3.
Please do not have an.
If he gets a 3-3, he wins. Right?
I do not play an ambush.
Yeah, he needs a 3-3, and then he has to move. Nope.
That's
2-2 ain't quite enough.
Respectable 2-2.
Yeah.
I lose 1.
He knew he was gambling. He knows somebody else
Warrior
wins if he doesn't here, so that would have been.
So you want to lose your
the
base
roll of the
first?
century, though.
Yeah. No, That's what I was realizing. Drop that base.
Sad for Woodland Alliance. Lose their
Can you give
officers
yourself
yet
a point for
again.
that?
Yeah, I'll give myself a point for that.
I have to lose all mouse and bird supporters, of which I actually have none.
So I'll battle again.
Cool.
Do you ambush?
I do not.
I feel like his points.
Okay, well, I do not have to roll.
Point count is off somewhere.
But this time you do have to hand me a mouse or a bird card.
Okay. Well,
Otters, I don't know that you gained your 2 points for the trade post that you placed just a minute ago, because I think I'm off.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. That's second time I'm playing the Otters, so I mostly have the.
So now he's screwed though. He doesn't have the right makeup of warrior to do enough trade posts.
Here.
So he'll end at 28, or just not do the last trade post. Wait, shouldn't he have used a cat warrior? I think he misplayed.
Yeah,
no, he still would have been one.
Right,
down.
he needed a movement as well, so that he could go rule somewhere else and trade with himself.
Right.
So the action economy did not work out.
If I can't win this turn, what else can I do?
And he almost doesn't want to do the trade post right now because that's just extra points on the board. So he's not. There's no incentive to do it at the moment. Well, with that, I will have to jet. Unfortunate. Could see a Cats win here. I don't even know. Maybe a Vagabond win.
Probably
9 points.
I think it's a Vagabond win.
9 points though. Well, he's got a lot to refresh and 3 swords. Yeah, probably a Vagabond win. And that'll be sad because seeing just another Vagabond win, but like knowing the story of this game and how close it was, it'll be sad to see a Vagabond win. But chat, thanks so much. Goodbye. I'm sorry I have to leave a little early.
2 bird cards.
Bye, Matt.
And they're able to battle, score at least 3 points in a build.
Adios.
It could be close.
I'm sending 2 cats to place a trade post and a fox. At least it's a defended point.
So that gets him to. Okay, I'm just gonna add the scoreboard here so that we can all keep up with it.
If only the cat had given me another cat during the game. Or even if I had 2 others left, it wouldn't matter because there's literally like no place left. I could go all in and attack the. I'll just do it.
You gotta try it, right?
You gotta try it. Yeah.
Have you given yourself your 2 points for that trade post?
Nope,
yeah.
Nope,
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Just in case this is magical somehow.
Just in case the magical 3/3 comes up without an ambush. Woodland Alliance, let's do it again. Any ambush?
Fox clearing. I do not play an ambush.
Here we go. For like, what is it? One in a million?
There's my 0. That's what I've been waiting for.
Yep. That's
there
not
goes one of my otters, and that ends my turn. Well, it was nice.
Okay, let's see if Cats has got this.
It was a good try.
Daddy kinda doubts it. Daddy kinda doubts it. Where's his hand?
Okay.
Is he looking at?
So let's see. He's at 28.
Somebody can win this game before it's Riverfolk's turn
so
again, right?
To get all the way to 30.
Any big cards for sale? I mean, there's 1 bird card. Nothing else that's worth anything. He's got 5 in supply. I wouldn't do it. Unless that extra turn's gonna get you the win. I will say, if we make it to Riverfolk's next turn, Riverfolk wins. I think there is an outside chance of that happening. Craiken is not approaching this turn with that kind of confidence of I have already counted up to 30.
Okay, talk me through this, guys. If I wanted to get it all the way back around to me, yet another time,
it's not possible. Otters get 2 points in their turn. As much as I'd love for you to spend your entire turn punching that vagabond.
Yeah, vagabond has 3 swords. If they have average rolls. And then if it comes back to me, I'll win. And even the Woodland Alliance has a chance. Because if they spread like 3 sympathy...
I got an outside chance. Killing that sympathy hurt me a lot. But I got an outside chance.
Sorry, Cats. It's not going to go back to your turn. Because Vagabond or me. So put that out of your mind. And now just see if you can win, man. Just go for the victory points.
Yep. He's right.
No one has a lot of buildings or anything out there.
All right, let's see if we can figure this out for Craiken.
Craiken
gets... Actually, it would be impossible to know without his seeing his hand.
You're sitting on any crafting cards.
I mean,
yeah, actually, you know what?
You can build one
Probably
building.
does need to buy those cards, actually. So we got 1 wood. We can build a sawmill.
Considering he's handing him 4 cats to pick up a bird card.
So we need 4 points.
That does it.
With 2 actions, that's a very hard.
Well, I can move somewhere and build.
Oh, sure.
You fight.
That's going to give you the victory. If you need that 1 extra victory
trade
point,
post,
then
kill 1.
and
then fight the Woodland Alliance for the sympathy, and bam, that's 30 points right there. I just did that.
So
here, I'll walk you through it.
I mean, if there's no chance of it coming around, I just give him the
that's only
cards,
1
I guess,
point. Okay.
and then I get as
So
high
1
as I
point
can.
there. That brings us to 25. Oof. Wait, never mind. What am I talking about?
I just don't see a world in which it gets.
I'm a crazy boy, and that didn't make any sense at all. So.
Oh, I gotta play for it. I'll try it.
Try and win, buddy. Swap meat. I'm not gonna remind him.
We're gonna
I believe people should make mistakes and live with them.
And stuff.
And Daddy's the only one here, so I am.
Well, we'll start here and see if I can kill these otters.
What? That's where you're starting? Okay. Oh, did kill him, huh?
That was good.
All right, that's a point.
That's 1 victory point.
Okay, that's for $1.
And now I gotta go beat up on the vagabond.
What? Why? Really, you gonna bother focusing any of your actions on stuff like that? You're not getting points for that, buddy.
That's probably the best I can do.
Marching, not even using the
You want to ambush me?
second move, I guess.
No ambush.
Okay.
Oh, you know, I forgot all about my swap meet. That would have been a really good card.
Battle, move, battle.
Nice rolling.
Damaging 3.
Like that.
Ooh. Oh, damaging those.
And
I'm using Fox Partisan, so it's 2 hits on you.
Like, if I was Vagabond, I'd basically just slip and just battle like this, clearing 3 times for the victory, and then hope for good rolls. Oh, you just battled him again. Okay, that's might change things.
Wait, how much damage was I taking? Did you attack me twice?
Should have been 3. Oh, no, that was all. I can't do any more than that. I battled, moved,
Okay.
That's all the cats get to do.
Okay.
All right.
Cat's kind of, I guess, saying I want Riverfolk to win. I can understand it. Want to make it as hard as possible for there to be a vagabond victory. The people's champ. Man, these stupid space cats, guys. Why don't they just ban the vagabond? These guys are dummies.
Is everything kosher? I got everything set up right. I was figuring out my damage and then my refresh since I only had 3 left.
What is going on here?
Slip the fox.
Okay. Slipping over there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. That's not enough to win it. Even if he kills everything. He likely will not.
Just. Oh, okay. No, I apologize. No, you're good. You're good.
Alright, what attack?
See those zeros.
Wow. Nothing happens there. So that's pretty rough. Might ought to try to do this in a mouse clearing, but there's not really any good ones for that. So fighting again. A little better. A little better.
Not quite as good.
That's 3 points. All right, 24. Let's see what's our action economy looking like. Okay. Let's fight again. Oh, that was... Okay, never mind. There's not another fight. I was about to say, maybe he's got a shot now. But no.
What now?
I had gonna repair a boot, and I probably could have played this a little better. There.
Okay. That's 2 points. Two Woodland Alliance. Do they get anything for that? Yep, they get a T. They're gonna end at 25.
Well, the vagabond didn't do that.
Or sorry, 26.
Yeah, that 0-0 screwed me over.
Surprising, because I thought there was an opportunity for it.
Okay, we've gotten back around to Woodland Alliance.
All your stuff just flipped over, by the way.
Woodland Alliance, I believe these mouse cards are for you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, they don't go in your supporters, they go in your regular hand.
Where did these come from?
Vagabond aided you.
Oh, okay. Then he should probably take my tea kettle.
I don't think you can stop me anymore, Woodland Alliance, so see if you can win. Good luck.
He destroyed items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I thought I saw like a clear path to victory, and then I remembered the rules about movement, and it was devastating.
Yeah.
The rule of rule.
Rule.
Don't you forget about it.
All right.
Really hurt.
Any revolts?
So I can put down a bunny base.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's the ticket. Maybe.
And I only have one bunny clearing.
Oh, and it's miserable. That bunny clearing is in the worst possible spot.
Spread sympathy.
But he's gonna have to get a move on anyway, so. Can't believe Riverfolk won this. Probably, maybe. Actually, let's play for Woodland Alliance real quick. So, he's saying he could put a base down. Let's do that mentally in our head. So we get one officer. We get one more toast down in this corner, right? Eerie McGeary. Maybe we move over here, right?
About the
and then we can move.
The way that it is written, it says,
Sympathy.
at the end of Birdsong, take a move, then
Move
initiate a
sympathy.
battle in the clearing you moved into. If you did not take both actions, discard
What
this
is that?
card.
That's
I assume that means that if I
5
move
points.
into
No.
an empty clearing and can't battle, then I discard the card, not that I can move and then decide, oh, I don't want to battle here.
I'm sorry. What was the question? Are you saying can you just use the movement and then discard it?
Yeah, can I use the move, elect not to battle, and then discard the card?
Yes. But yeah. That's why it says both actions.
Okay.
It says you take the move and then you initiate battle. It doesn't say you may.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of leaning towards saying.
But again, I'm not 100% on all the rules, so.
Yeah, I can talk about it with chat, but I'm pretty sure you could just move. You would just lose Eerie McGeary.
If you could check that with the chat, that actually I think makes a big difference.
All right, chat.
Tell us what you're thinking about doing, and maybe it will be clear.
I mean, for the most part, I'm just thinking about, I'd love to take this warrior, drop him over here, and then not risk it in a battle. Right? Just to have an easy way to spread sympathy later in the turn.
Yeah. So it's important, yeah.
To me, that seems pretty important. Because unfortunately, I just have so few clearings that I actually rule. Because I really just wanted to beat up this trade post to get a point, and I actually felt pretty decent about just winning it. Because you have 2 otters here, that really shuts me down.
I only noticed that when you started talking about a rule, and I was like, oh yes.
Yeah, that actually crippled my turn.
That moment I saw it.
Not to mention over here, easy points with these buildings, but it doesn't do me any good.
I just want to say
just
at this point,
on this
since we have a
myself.
moment
I'm
of silence,
shooting a bunch of messages to people, not getting any
game.
responses.
I
am
really close.
95% sure
was at some point in a position.
I am right. However,
win
I'm
it
the
all,
guy
and
that at 95% still rolls
one of the
that
most fun
5.
games of group I've ever played.
No, me too. This is a good one.
Yep, I agree. Tournament games are the best.
Anybody else in
As
chat
crippled
willing
as I am
to
from
maybe shoot me
remembering how ruling
shoot me a
clearance and
ruling.
movement works. Yeah, now this is a fun one.
Almost certainly.
I'm actually
How many people can I message about this?
The rules.
Still not get a response.
Specific cards. So a couple things came up that never come up in games before for me. So, thank you guys.
Yes, I agree, Lean Potato.
Oh shoot! Wait a second. Your services are too expensive. Wait a second. Maybe the river folk can carry me to victory, but of course I have 3 warriors, and it costs 4 to buy any of your services.
Ooh, maybe Brian would.
I mean,
Brian's
I would offer you a discount, but it's on the rules.
If we're not getting an official ruling from Chad, I feel pretty comfortable saying that it says do both. It doesn't say have an option.
Yeah, sorry. I messaged a bunch of people. I still have not gotten any responses yet.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna treat it the way that I think it's written.
I mean, I'm sure they would put the word may in.
I mean, I will say, just to, in the interest of fairness, no one in chat or myself feels like the way that it works is the way that where you have to do both. And I've definitely played games where we have played this way. I'm just looking for an official ruling, but I'm pretty sure you can do one and not the other. You just lose the card. Yeah, actually, somebody finally got back to me that's on the Root Tournament Council, and they said yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can do one and not the other. You just lose the card.
Okay. In that case, what I'm going to attempt to do here is I'm going to spread sympathy in a fox clearing. Gets me 2 points. Then during daylight,
Yourself up.
I did move myself up. Yeah.
Okay.
Then during daylight, I only have a fox base, so I'm going to spend a bird to train another officer. Oh, sorry. No, yes, of course I do exactly what I said I was going to do, which is move that guy there and then lose the card for daylight. But then I do spend that bird to get an officer.
Hey, actually, so how far along have we gotten? Because now this has caused there's a huge level of disagreement happening now.
Honestly, I feel decent about saying that it tells me to do both. So I'll just roll it and hope that I get a 0.
Okay, let's just do that because that's the most stringent reading. But the council is not agreeing with each other now.
No, I feel good about this. Let's get that 0. Make it irrelevant.
All right.
Soon it will be in the FAQ, I'm sure.
All right, so I do lose this warrior. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of pressure off me anyways. I honestly don't know that I had it.
I think you would have gotten up to like 28 or something. With the action, but maybe we'll see.
So right now I got daylight is over for me. I got 3 actions.
Freaking board games.
I don't think I have it though. I can move here.
In what situation would you be able to move and then not attack? Why is the word both in there?
Yeah, I don't think I have it. I'm going to stop pretending that I have it.
Why does it say if you did not take both actions? Why does it say that?
I appreciate it.
Oh, that's going to drive me nuts.
Recruit.
Move into an empty clearing.
Move.
You're right, Rodney. That's what it's for. I'm crazy.
Sympathy.
Honestly, it's just that I'm doing I'm scoreboard, streamer, and everything right now, and it doesn't even matter.
Figure out how you're getting those. I guess you got enough to build the trade post, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, he just pops it over here.
Riverfolk.
Feeding his sympathy.
Riverfolk wins.
Someone has figured it out.
There we go. And that grabs me a final 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then I draw 2. Discard 1 and end my turn.
Okay, 2 otters in my payments box.
Okay.
Everything becomes funds.
Wow, I can't believe it did actually come all the way back around.
I spend 1.
Oh, he returned them.
That's
there. Nice.
Then I rule the clearing, and then I spend 2.
Game, Riverfolk.
I need trade post down.
Good game.
That's my 2 points that I needed. Wow.
Good.
Thanks, everyone.
The rest of this.
Great game. It was really, really close.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help, cats. You were my only reliable trade partner.
Yeah, I'm blaming this on the Vagabond.
Everyone can really
but he cleared me out.
Well, hey, congratulations, Leon, and congratulations to all our players. That was a great game. That was a wild game. We were like on the edge of our seats watching that, to be honest. So yeah, you guys all did great, and we will see you, Leon, in the semifinals. And I want to thank chat for watching. Y'all are great. And I want to thank Leader Games for sponsoring us. Please go to leadergames.com/scpt and pick up some merchandise, whatever you want. Just pick up whatever. Maybe just buy a burner copy of Root and throw it away. I don't care. I don't care what you buy, as long as you're doing Space Cat's Leader Bucks. Then I'm down with whatever. But yeah, thank you all so much, and thank you to chat. Bye bye now.